This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Round 7 of the Rick Botech Cup Series for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Tonight at the Monster Mile, Dover. Who will be able to tame the monster and who will become the victim? The past 3 seasons, we have had 3 different winners. Will we have a 4th different tonight? Good evening. Welcome, everybody, back to MaxSpeedTV. Joshua Medlock, Gary Wells alongside here with me again tonight. Gary, Dover, the Monster Mile, your thoughts, and how you doing, bud?
Doing pretty good here tonight, Josh. Always fun to see you up here in the booth with you. Tonight, like you said, we're at the Monster Mile. I mean, hell, they got a statue of Miles the Monster as the fans enter this wonderful virtual racetrack here this evening. They call this place the Monster because well, it's a monster. Bristol on steroids, as some analysts call this place. It's a very tight groove, usually one groove racetrack, right around down the bottom. Sometimes you can get up to that middle lane, but really, when wrecks happen here, it's a self-clean racetrack and things narrow in a hurry.
Yeah, right now it looks like we're looking at about 34 drivers out here. Now, we do hope that all 34 are able to continue and finish out the race here tonight. But as Gary, we've both alluded to, it's the monster, and it is so hard here at this track if you are not familiar with it. It's kind of like Darlington, getting that Darlington stripe. I imagine here tonight we're going to see if not more than half of these drivers get that Dover stripe, and that monster going to play a factor in that right side of the car, hopefully coming out of the corners. They don't hit too hard, because if they do, it'll send them right down into the wall.
Yeah, I think if anybody hits the wall, it's definitely going to be more of on exit, because if you're not careful, you kind of have to roll back into the throttle here. Can't really just smash the gas here at Dover. You got to use a little more finesse with the gas pedal here. So if anybody hits the wall, I think it's going to be on the exit of 2 and on the exit of 4.
I think out of the turns is going to be the biggest problem. Well, we're going to take a look at the pre-race analytics here real quick. An air temp of 79, a track temp of 106, and that track temp is only going to go up as this race progresses. I don't know how high it will actually go up, but it will go up. So hopefully it doesn't get too awfully hot out there. It's already as slick as, a snot out there here this evening. So we'll have to wait and see on that. 185 laps here, Gary. That may not seem like a whole lot of laps. It's only 185 miles. But I know when they race the real Dover in real life, it's 400 miles or something like that? 500 miles?
400 laps here. It used to be 500 miles. And the drivers took so much of a beating, and the track took so much of a beating, they reduced it by 100 laps. And that's why they paved it concrete.
Yeah, it is a concrete surface, and that's where we're going to get to that tire window right now, Gary, is concrete. Got to kind of heat up those tires a little bit. Going to use more of that rubber out there. I think it's going to really come down to a tire-saving issue here tonight, because the fuel window is 62 to 68 laps, man. I don't think they're going to be able to last 68 laps on four Mr. Feelgoods.
No, I think you're really going to see these guys pit at the beginning of the window, probably around 62 to 65. But yeah, I don't think we'll see anybody go to the fullness of their window. But this track, I think we'll definitely see a lot of comers and goers tonight, as you mentioned, with the tires. And it's going to be interesting to see under caution whenever we go to a concrete racetrack, because the tires don't necessarily get into the track as good as the asphalt tracks we go to. I would not be surprised if marbles become a factor and these guys are picking up the rubber right out of the groove on their tires as we run under caution here.
Yeah, and that's a very big possibility too. And also pit road speed, gruesome, 35 miles per hour. Pace speed, just as bad. It's only 45 here at Dover. So one of the slowest pacing and one of the slowest pit roads, not only on iRacing but in real life. Hopefully we don't see much of that pacing here tonight, and more of green flag pit stops. I would love to see pit strategy come into play here this evening. We get down to the point standings here, Gary. I'm going to go ahead and let you do the top 7, buddy. Go ahead.
All right. Well, in first place, he's leading both the Xfinity and the Cup points here. We've got Cameron Hearn. He's got 3 wins on the year. He's got 233 points. Second place, familiar face, GT Hawkins there with 226. He's 7 behind our leader. Third place, Rob Haynes. He's got 195 points. And fourth place, we've got Cale Gale. He's got 193 points. Fifth place, Michael Thwaites. He's got 190. And then in sixth place, we've got Alan Elwood. He's got 188 points. Around out our top 7, of course, Josh, is William Hartman. He's got 178 points on the season.
Well, we go back here to David Weishart in 8th, 177 points. Mike Rominger in 9th, 176 points. I mean, it is really close, anywhere between a 1 to 2 to 10 points difference here in the top 10. Tyler Hallman going to round out the top 10, up 4 spots, 166 points, 10 back. We get back here to Jacob Bell in 11th, up 4 spots at 162 points. David Elliott going to stay right there in the top 12 after last week, down 4 spots, 157 points. Then we get to the cutoff line. Of course, here these drivers still trying to get into the top 12. Tommy Haynes down 4 spots into 13th. Hunter McDaniel in 14th, up 2. And Michael Mueller going to round out the top 15, down 5 spots. Tommy with 156, Hunter McDaniel at 154, and Michael Mueller at 148 points. Of course, 9 points separates the 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Well, and Josh,
14 to David Elliott. Go ahead.
It's an 18-point spread between 10th and 15th. I went ahead and just did the math on it, but these guys, it's really, really tight. It's really going to come down to round 10 here when we get there in a few weeks. I believe it's Darlington. That's going to be a very tricky track and always an exciting one. They like to end the regular season at Darlington. Good place to go to, but it's definitely going to come down to every single point these next 3 weeks. It's really 4 weeks counting tonight. That's really going to matter for these guys here as they try to get into the chase.
Oh, yeah. Charlotte next week. We'll get more on that later. Kansas, 2 in 2 weeks. And, of course, you touched on it, Darlington, for the regular season finale. But we are going to step away here, play the National, folks. We got team points for the Rick Botech Cup Series to go down after this. And some track analysis or some stats, as Gary likes to call it. We'll get more into that right after this, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Qualifying is going to be coming down to an end here in about 35 seconds or so. We've got a pretty good turnout in qualifying. Right now, at about 26 drivers, or 27th right there is going to be the 150, or the number 67 of William Hartman. We're going to see exactly where William puts his number 67 machine in, and Gary was just looking at the times. They're going to be almost able to put in almost 3 laps a minute. Not quite, but it's going to be very close.
Yeah, and it's a very tight field again. Once again here tonight, between first and 26th, looks like we are separated by a half second. So these guys, it's really really close. Especially get down here to the back end of the top 10 into the top 15. A lot of guys back to back in the high 4s and the low 5s. So definitely going to be some good racing here tonight, I think.
All right, well, we are going to get down here to the end of qualifying here. Brandon Free is going to be unable to put in a time as the time does wind down here. But, Gary, I know you got some trends, or I think you do, here at Dover, man. And I know you also have the Cup Series points coming into tonight, buddy. Go ahead, Mike's yours.
All right. Well, we got the Cup Series team points here after Chicagoland last week. Primetime is your leader, actually. They have 720 points. Second place, East Coast Motorsports with 692. Third place, VRA with 681. Fourth place is going to be Evans Wells Racing. They've got 589. In fifth place, we've got Samson Motorsports. They've got 553. And then in sixth place, we've got Kickin' Asphalt Racing. They've got 538. Seventh is going to be 4X Racing with 467, and rounding out the field, it's going to be BDE Legacy Esports. They've got 349.
All right, that is the Rick Motec Cup Series team points. And it looks like they are going to be jumping down into the drivers' meeting here pretty quickly. A shout out to Nick Hunt, Calvin Herring, and Brett Cool down there in the admin tower. Of course, a shout out to Frank Rico and the team over there at Rick Motec for the high performance sim racing equipment. And of course, coming on board again this season to sponsor the Cup Series. Rick Donovan putting on an awesome league here at Extreme Motorsports. I know there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes going on right now as well. I don't know any of that information, so don't ask because I don't know.
What kind of information do you got?
And I don't know because I don't know. I don't know any of it.
You just got information.
I just got information. All I was told is there's some stuff in the pipeline. That's all I was told. So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, they won't tell me nothing because I'll blab it to everybody. Anyway, I know how it goes. Well, all right, Gary, I know we got some trends here to come down, but we also got our picks. So let's go ahead and get to the trends first here at Dover, and then we'll get to our picks.
So I just want to bring out some of the trends here. We averaged over the last 3 races here 7 different leaders at Dover. And I just want to say we hit a high back in season 9. Oh, that kind of rhymed. Anyway, we had 11 leaders in that race with 16 lead changes as well. The average last 3 Dover races, we have 11 lead changes. So usually anywhere from 14 to 16. I know last season it was kind of low. They only had 5 lead changes, but hey, it was a good race nonetheless. Average starting spot for the last 3 winners of the winner, top 5. The only guy that won the race outside of the top 5 was Chuck Sweeting. He won last season, starting P7.
Yeah,
and it looks like. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
All right. Yeah, and our best starter here, out of our winners here the last 3 races, was actually Michael Mueller. Michael, I'm going to give you a shout out, my driver for my team, when he started in 4th in season 9, and the average cautions out of the last 3 Dover races about 4. I think it was like 4.5. I just rounded down, and then the average caution laps is about 18 to 20 laps, and the driver to lead the most laps. One out of the last 3 drivers that have led the most laps won the race, and that was Bryce Sinesak back in season 8. He led 95 laps.
All right. Well, am I blind? Because I don't see Chuck Sweeting anywhere.
Well, He's not here. He hasn't been here for a couple weeks, so I guess he's not defending his race win here tonight.
Oh man, well, looks like Chuck Sweeting. We'll have another winner here. We could have a repeat, but we also could have a new winner here at Dover. And of course, my pick tonight. Going ahead and get into the picks here. There's going to be a newcomer coming into tonight. His name is Travis McDaniel. I don't know who he is, but that's who I'm picking. I'm going to go ahead and throw him on the spot here tonight.
All right. Well, I'm going with the regular because I like to be conservative. I am picking Garrett Grant, and I believe he's starting fifth, sixth,
Fifth.
place. So I'm kind of sticking with my trends here. The average starter of the last 3 Dover winners that have won, fifth place. Look at that.
All right.
Coincidence? I think not.
Coincidence? You think not? Well, Dover, it is a very unique track. I mean, it is not a short track per se, but it's not a speedway per se. Kind of in the middle.
Yeah, it's kind of in the middle, but we do see them hit some speedway speeds, if you will. I've seen some of these guys get up to about 170 miles an hour when the tires are brand new going into turn 1. So they are definitely going to have their hands full. But the way it drives at times, it's such a short track. I mean, we've seen several drivers in the past use a bump and run here to get around somebody. So definitely going to be a fun race to watch tonight, I think. I think we'll have a couple yellows early, just as, these cars, they have such low downforce, so they're going to be all over the place, especially with this high track temp the way it is at 101 right now. It's actually gone down a little bit since pre-race, but definitely going to be a challenge for these drivers here tonight.
So is it the high horsepower still and the low downforce, or is it?
It's so for the mile and a halves, they run the high downforce, low horsepower, and then on tracks New Hampshire and less. And this is how NASCAR does it, so this how iRacing does it too. They run the low downforce and the high horsepower.
Oh.
So that's how they've been doing it the last couple of years. And then, of course, it's different for the Talladega, Daytona. They don't run plates anymore. They run a big old tapered spacer, aka a restrictor plate, with the big blank spoilers, as we like to call them.
Yeah, big blank spoilers. That's what we'll say here tonight. We're still in the drivers' meeting. Let's go ahead and take a look at who we have in chat. We got Bozy saying ice cream, as always. Looks like we've got Brendan Kennedy out there, Brian Odell, the 2 usuals out there in chat. Glad to see you. Napa Know-How in chat as well. One of the other usuals out there hanging out. Gonna enjoy some racing. Jeff Glockner joining in as well here tonight. Glad to see you out there, Jeff. And it looks like that's about it. That's all talking, but we've got 18 watching here this evening. So glad to see 18 people out there. I think we hit a peak so far at about 20 or 21. But not everybody's talking, which is fine.
Yeah, perfectly fine. It happens sometimes. I just went ahead and dropped a like in there. Doing my usual stuff here in the booth. Procrastinating.
Procrastinating. All right. Well, they got roll call, of course, that they go down through every week. Then, of course, they talk about what needs to be talked about. I'm not
ever talking about what they had for dinner last night. At this rate, I mean, they've been in here a long time now.
I've never been into one of these drivers meetings, so I don't know exactly what goes on. Gary, I know you've been a part of them. I know they go down through a lot of information, but they
definitely don't talk about what they had for dinner last night. That was a joke. So do not find me at extrememotorsports99.com. It was a joke. No, I mean, you're right. They do talk about a lot about communication here, talking about where the blend line is, reminding everybody where the blue cone is when they exit turn 2, just to make sure they don't merge up too soon. And of course, with it just being Dover, probably warning them that they've had a pretty high caution count the last couple with 7 cautions and 6 cautions the last couple of seasons. But I think all in all, part of it's just Dover, but I think we're going to see a pretty good race here tonight, I think.
I think we are. It looks like unqualifying here, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 drivers that have not qualified. David Weishart, Brandon Free, Zach Ogburn, Christian DeBoer, Mike Franklin, Tom Massey, and Curtis Ballmer not qualifying. And it looks like Curtis is coming into tonight. Is either a development.
Who?
Curtis Vollmer, he's in here in the 048.
I think either he's running for fun or he's also a development driver for Cup 2. So I think last night he was a standby, and then tonight he's just running for developmental purposes. So.
All right. Well, looks like they are going to be separating here, getting down to about 5.5 minutes. What do you say we get our pole sitter up here?
Sure.
All right. Let me find old Alwood here. Oh, Alwood, buddy, got a copy?
What's going on?
Alan for VR Virtual Racing Alliance, the number 5 machine. Grabbing the pole, though, but hey, it wasn't by much here. 22.389, only 7/100ths of a second. Ahead of Cale Gale there. So, man, how's Dover feeling out there tonight? 185 laps, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, I think tonight's going to be big on initially saving the right rear, and then probably transitioning if we go long runs to the right front. Because it's a weird combo of like loose and tight. So basically when you go into a corner, you're not really sure what you're going to get. And so I think a lot of people are just, going to have to be smart early and try to settle in because, Dover's a rhythm track. So if you maybe don't rush yourself those first couple laps to, put down burners and get yourself in a rhythm, I think we'll have a pretty good race.
All right. Yeah, I think tires definitely going to be a big key here this evening, but it could come down to fuel, but I don't think so with a fuel lap, man, of in the 60s. I don't think it's going to be much of a fuel take here this evening. It's really going to be tires.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that, going along with what you're saying there, again, if you get long runs, you might have some people short pit to try to gain some track position and, gain some time. So I think it'll be a lot of strategy if it does play out that way. If it's a caution fest, obviously you're going to be coming in, as much as you can to get tires. Yeah. But, green flag runs could be quite a bit of different strategies.
Well, yes, they could. And again, Alan, congratulations on pole. Gary, anything for Alan?
No, I think he stated it beautifully. He answered all my questions. Starting out the race, he's going to have to save that right rear, which I've heard a lot of drivers saying that here tonight. So good luck to you, Alan, and maybe we'll see you here at the end of the race.
Yeah, I hope so. Appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we'll get him back down there. We got time for one more. Who do you want to grab?
Tommy Haynes.
Somewhere mid-pack.
Tommy
Haynes. All right.
He's down in EWR.
I know where he's at. There you go. He's yours right there.
Tommy Haynes, Gary Wells in the booth. Got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Well, man, you just kind of struggled in qualifying here tonight, starting P19. Just kind of what's your thoughts? I know you love to save those tires here. Do you think it's going to be more of a tire race here tonight by saving that right front and that right rear?
Absolutely. Just that and staying out of trouble.
Absolutely. So what are you thinking about here first at the beginning? You looking to get into maybe a rhythm, or are you just looking to lay some burners here so you can get around a couple guys?
I'm probably just going to get in line here and get some laps under the belt here, see how it feels, and then go from there.
All right. Well, absolutely. Well, I just wanted to wish you, again, good luck. Tell the rest of the team I said so down there, and hopefully we'll see you later.
I appreciate it. I hope you didn't pick me either.
No, we didn't pick you. I don't pick any of my drivers because I know they it's a jinx anyway. So.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you, buddy.
He drives for Evansville's race, and I got to pick on him every once in a while. He just wanted to double check I didn't pick on him tonight, and I did. I didn't.
You didn't pick on him. Well, let's get back here to how about we go with one more, if I could find him real quick. It is going to be Mr. Christian DeBoer there. There he is. Christian DeBoer, buddy, real quick, man. Got a copy?
Sure do.
Well, hey, man, you're going to not qualify here this evening, but tell me, what's it going to take here this evening, bud?
It's going to take car control. I'm sliding all the way around here tonight. It's going to be tough to keep the right rear on the car and stay out of trouble. So keeping it controlled, keeping it off the wall and out of trouble is the key.
All righty, buddy. Well, we don't want to keep you because I know your concentration level is probably going to be high right now, man. Good luck out there. And, man, 185 laps here tonight. No pressure.
Thanks.
Man, good luck. All right, we're getting back down there to Earnhardt Legacy. But, Gary, I think it's going to be a good race. We may see a few cautions, but I think it's going to be a good race.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good race, but, like we said earlier, typical Dover with it, Even when there are a couple of wrecks, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be very surprised if they're just single car incidents, just with how this track is with the self-cleaningness of it and just the high banks. If we see a wreck here tonight, it's going to be multiple cars every time, I think.
All right, just waiting on iRacing to do its countdown here. And about 35 seconds before we end
the session, Nick. Do it. No, just kidding.
I mean, he could.
He really could, but I think he's just giving these guys a little bit of time to grab a drink, do some personal stuff, and then get ready to go race here.
Now it looks like we've got a pick for Cale Gale. We've got a pick for Cameron Hearn. We've got a pick for Cale Gale again. We've got a pick for Ice Cream for Bozy. We got all sorts of picks out there here this evening.
Yeah, all kinds of picks. Going to be a fun race for sure tonight.
Got a pick for Garrett Heath. All
and
right,
they're here, Josh.
Yeah, let's get them on the grid here, folks. All right, the MaxSpeedTV starting grid here tonight. Gary, start us off.
Wow, I'm honored. Okay, we're starting on the pole here tonight. I wasn't expecting that. Ellen Elwood, he got a 22.38. Starting second is going to be Cale Gale. Starting third is going to be Cameron Hearn. Fourth place is going to be Garrett Heath. Fifth place is going to be Garrett Grant. Sixth place is going to be Rob Haynes. Seventh place is going to be John Sterling. Eighth place, GT Hawkins. Ninth place is going to be William Hartman. And rounding out our top 10, Davey Hendricks.
All right, David Elliott 11th, Ed Morrison 12th, Michael Thwaites 13th, Jacob Bell 14th, Travis McDaniel 15th, Mike Rominger 16th, Timothy Zayas 17th, Michael Mueller 18th, Tommy Haynes 19th, and Justin Gann 20th.
21st is going to be Delonte Ballard. 22nd, Hunter McDaniel. 23rd is going to be Danny Ware. 14th is going to be Bobby Tinch. 25th is going to be Gary May. 26th is going to be Jacob Lee. The last of our qualifiers, Tyler Holman, is going to be 27th. 28th is going to be David Weishart. 29th, Mike Franklin. 30th is going to be Christian DeBoer. 31st is going to be Curtis Vollmer. 32nd, Brandon Fries. 33rd is going to be Zach Ogburn, substituting for Logan Keiss here this evening. And in 34th is going to be Tom Massey.
All right. That kind of sprung that one on you, didn't I, Gary?
I wasn't ready for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had the grid clicked at P11. I wasn't ready for that. Well, I believe these guys get 2 pace laps here tonight for it being a shorter track. So these guys will get 2 laps, I think, to warm up their stuff here.
I don't know. I've seen it different. I've seen it it's 1 lap, then I've seen it it's 2 laps. So for Dover, I don't know.
I believe it's 2. The last couple times I've raced here, I think it has been 2. But we'll find out.
Oh, yes, we will. Well, regardless, what do they say, Gary, as we make our way into 3? Just in case.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
All right. No, pace car
off.
is going to dive off to the safety of pit road. 1 lap here at Dover is all they get. Allen is now in control. He can go at any time. It looks like he's coming out of 4. He is going to be on the loud pedal. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Folks, we're racing at the Monster Mile.
And those VRA cars getting a quick start here over second place starter Garrett Heath. He's going to fall back here to the 3rd spot. These guys already running 1-2 here.
Yeah, that made quick work of single file already.
Yeah, 172 miles an hour as they go into 3, Josh. Really high speeds here at Dover.
Oh, Michael Thwaites having some blinking issues. I cannot even stay on him. Up single file already here. We go back to Tommy Haynes. Looks like he's going to fall right in place there, right in front of the 52.
Looks like a side-by-side battle here between Timothy Zayas and Michael Mueller here, 16th. It looks like Zayas is just going to let Michael go here in the early going. Michael kind of clipped the apron there coming off of 4.
Somebody smacking the wall.
Stick.
That's going to be the 30 of Gann.
Looks like a clean start here so far to the race. These guys are still, 154 mile an hour here in the middle of the corner.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, these guys are going to be clicking these laps off pretty quick here tonight, I would imagine.
All right, now it's VRA up front, 1 and 2. Allen and Cameron Hearn here. They wasted no time to kind of separate themselves from the pack. Not too far, but about half a second from Garrett Heath. Looks like Garrett D. Grant going to fall back and let GT Hawkins go into 4th. Rob Haynes coming up through the field in the MaxSpeedTV number 29 machine started 6th, still currently running in 6th. Oh, Jacob Lee, he's going to fall back here, going all the way back to about 25th. Looks like getting passed up there by Tyler Hallman. Man, these guys are all over the place here at Dover already.
And I guess Cale Gill missed the grid start. He's back here in 27th, even though he started 2nd. He's going to get around Bobby Tench here to move up into that 26th spot.
Yeah, they're washing up the track already. Ooh, the 14. JT getting a little bit squirrely.
Yeah, these guys are really going to get really loose on the exit of these corners. They say when you enter the corner, you basically fall 4 or 5 stories of steps. And then when you're come back up, you walk back up the stairs, so to speak. So wouldn't surprise me if these guys are getting extremely loose off these corners. These are not just little these are really big jumps. These aren't just like, oh, banking and less banking. No, these are big jumps as they go down into the corner and then coming out of the corner. A lot of former drivers in real life have experienced this place and called it like a roller coaster for 400 laps.
Yeah, and it is. Man, Michael Thwaite's having some major blinking issues. It looks like Tommy Haynes going to fall back to the 52.
Yeah, it looks like Michael Thwaite's quality right now is at a 91. His ping's at is at a 225, so he's in the yellow.
I'm sure the admins are watching that.
Oh, they are.
Well,
I've heard Nick chime in a couple times already about it.
Now, on Nick Hunt, one of the admins, the head admin here for the Cup Series.
And he does a very fine job. He does a pretty good job every week. So, and it's really hard just to be an admin in any series, but especially Cup. It's very difficult.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the top-tier series here for Extreme Motorsports. The only way to get into the Cup Series is to be invited either by a team or be invited by the admins. That's it.
Yeah, that's really about it. Just want to give a nice little shout out. I know I'm showing my bias here a little bit, but Michael Mueller's already up 3 spots, and I tell you what, that's still pretty darn good because I haven't really seen anybody else gain that many spots. It's really hard to pass here at Dover Speedway.
Yes, it's basically a 1-lane groove here. I mean, there's really nothing you can do about Dover being 1 lane. I mean, there is, and then there isn't, you know.
I mean, you can see some of these guys stick it in the middle of the corner, but really what these guys are doing is they're diamonding the corner. Sure, they get in, maybe not all the way on the bottom, but in the middle, but they really want to try to get that arc down by exit and be on the bottom.
Bumping and banging back here, the 66 of Tench, and I believe that might have been either the 2 of Brandon Freeze or the 56 of DeBoer. I think it might have been the 2.
And I'm also seeing the 82 here as well, the 82 of Mike Franklin. So, yeah, these guys are beating the banging like it's the half the size version, Bristol.
Bristol, yeah. I don't think we go to Bristol.
No, they don't go to Bristol here. Yeah, this is about as short track as it'll get here for Dover.
1 road course and a mini short track, I guess you could call it.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
I'm still watching. Everybody kind of spread out here.
Yeah, it looks like our leaders might be getting some lap traffic here in just a moment with Tommy Haynes, Tommy Massey. He is 22 seconds behind our leader, so I think the leaders will be coming on him pretty quick. Alan Elwood's already in frame with him here.
Yep, Tom just now going into 1. Here comes Alan Elwood. He's going to go to the inside. The 05 not going to find him. He's just going to let him go.
And that's what's great about Tom. You know, he's not the fastest guy here in the Cup or Xfinity Series, but he'll just let you go. He knows it. He's still learning the Cup car, so to speak. When you move up levels, Josh, they say ARCA's a learning series, but really when you come in here and you move up, I mean, it's still very much a learning experience. I would say for maybe a season or 2, unless you're really good.
Yeah, I'm hearing the Cup cars. You know, the Cup cars are supposed to be the hardest to drive. I'm hearing really it's the Xfinity cars and the ARCA cars. It's the 2 hardest really to drive.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really a good learning experience for the ARCA guys. Give them a hard car to drive. That way, when they get to the easy stuff, they'll know what to do a lot better, and hopefully they're a lot smarter with their decision making. Because you still have to do that when you get behind the wheel.
Oh, yeah,
But we
David
have a battle
Weishart.
here for third between Garrett Heath and GT Hawkins about to heat up.
All right, well, David
And
Weishart making a
GT's getting to
pass
the
on
inside.
Jacob Bell. Let's go back up here and watch a battle here for third. You can already tell the speed drop off. They've been out here 18 laps. The tires are already starting to fall off.
Yeah,
About
these
a
tires
second.
are already off about a second already. Yeah, second and 1.3 seconds about for these guys already here. So, but they're still going pretty quick. They just lose a lot of that speed in the corners.
Chad Martin out there going for Travis McDaniel, Monte Rickard, rooting on, well, 14 to GT, as he always does.
Yeah, GT definitely has a fan when
And he's going to make the pass.
yeah, GT going to make that pass on Garrett Heath there. Very textbook pass here for Dover. And you see these guys, they clip the bottom on entry, but they kind of move up by the center. They're just really dominant in that corner a little bit. And they'll be doing that the whole race.
You really have to watch it, too, because if you flip it too much,
yeah, you'll be up in that wall.
That apron ain't too friendly.
No, that apron ain't too friendly. Yeah, if you clip it a little too hard, you're going to be up into the outside wall.
Hunter McDaniel currently running in 16th, started 22nd. Delonte Ballard started 21st. He's up to 17th. That's another one of the VRA drivers. Of course, David Weishart,
David Weishart already up 13 spots as well.
Yeah.
Two-timer here. Two-time and defending champ for the Cup Series.
David
It looks like he's going to
yep.
get around David Elliott here pretty easily. I think David's just letting him go here early on. He knows it's lap 21 of 185. So.
Yep, coming up on prime time, my buddy Ed Morris there, not number 7 machine, that is 33 of David. I don't know what Ed's going to do.
I think Ed'll let him go here.
It's early. I think right now you just gotta play the field. Yeah, you gotta play the track. Really,
you gotta race the racetrack, get into a rhythm like Alan was talking about there pre-race when he got the pole. So just get into a rhythm early and let everybody do the rest here. So I think we're not going to really see any racing here until maybe about lap 120, 130 or so. About
David Elliott gonna get around Ed Morris. That's gonna put Hunter McDaniel behind him. Then the 51 of Delonte Ballard, Tyler Hallman, Kel Gale back from 2nd to 19th. Rounding out here.
He missed the grid, Kel did.
Yeah, and rounding out the field here in 20th, making the pass there on Timothy Zayas. It's going to be the 30 of Justin Yan.
Yeah, Timmy's kind of struggling here tonight, old Zayas.
Probably got the 20 position, not the field, the 20th.
Yes, yeah, Timothy Zayas kind of struggling here tonight, kind of falling back a little bit. I think he's just trying to get into a rhythm a little bit here and save his tires.
Oh, the Little Bear Cookie Company machine. The 27 of Mueller going to fall back a spot to the 33 of David Weishart. Now, Michael is also one of those drivers you've got to watch. As we have a pass here, GT going to get around Cameron Hearn. That's going to break up these VRA drivers that were running 1 and 2 here for, the first 24 laps.
Yeah, the first 24 laps. I think GT's getting into a rhythm. He's really good here at Dover. This really fits his style of driving. He's a rhythmic driver. You have to really get into a rhythm here, and I think that's what GT's going to do here as he's up into 2nd. But yeah, Mueller is one of those guys. He's 15th in points. He's right on the cusp there of making it in. I think he's about 9 points out coming into this race. So this is really going to be an important race for him tonight.
Yeah, Michael Mueller in 15th, 6th behind Hunter McDaniel in 14th, and then Tommy Haynes in 13th, 8 points. No, 9 if you count the 1 point. Yeah, 9 points. 9 points if you count the 1 point there. But, yeah, really close still back here, 13th, 14th, and 15th, and teammates.
Yeah, and teammates. So I know a lot of both my drivers, Tommy and Mueller, they said, we're going to help each other out as much as we can, but at the end of it, we both want to be in the chase. So I said, well, race hard and may the best man win. That's basically what I told him before the race tonight. So,
well, I like throwing dingers in here, so I'm going to go ahead. Danny Ware, first caution of the evening. That's going to be on the 19, I believe, of Danny Ware. We'll, of course, go back and take a look, but I don't know if there was contact or if he just lost it, but we'll see. Well, of course, let the admins make that final ruling. We'll just take a look at it here on the MaxSpeedTV replay. Now, Brandon Freeze there in the two behind him.
He got the Dover stripe.
Oh!
Yeah, it looked like he hit the wall there in the middle of the straightaway there, coming out of 2, and the car just shot down to the inside wall.
All right.
When you hit the outside wall here, you will hit the inside wall. Again, that self-cleaning effect I was talking about.
Yes, he did, and he hit it hard. Of course, he's off the track, but then he comes back on the track sideways. So, of course, that is going to bring out the caution. So, I don't even really have to take a look at the chart for that. But that is probably...
I don't think there was any contact here, but, again, could be wrong. So,
could be
just
wrong.
kind of watching here, lap 27, at fault with the 19 self-spin, I believe they're going to call it here.
Yep, 19 EOL. Yep. Didn't even really have to take a look at it. We've seen it
they
here.
really didn't. They really didn't have to take a look at it much.
Self-spin. Yep, that's what they called it.
Yep.
All right, everybody down pit road.
Yeah, feeding time, 28 laps, 29 laps. These guys definitely were going to come in here. I mean, interesting race off pit road. Will GT get the spot? He did not. Barely missed out.
It looks like a couple of drivers not coming down pit road. From where one driver came down pit road. Mike Rominger didn't even stop. Might have missed his pit stall there. And then it looks like Alan Elwood.
He pitted.
Okay, pitted. Tom Massey.
I believe Tom was the lucky dog.
All right.
Yeah, he's the lucky dog. He's going to be back on the lead lap here. And, it looked like Mike just missed his pit there. I was going to say, there is no way that he is not going to pit here.
Yeah, he better pit.
Yeah, those tires are very, very important.
I'm dragging him up. All right, we might be able to get a quick interview in. Who do you want to grab?
Whoever you want. You take the first one.
Oh, how about we go with William Hartman?
There you go.
William Hartman, buddy, got a copy real quick?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, started ninth, currently running 5th, but it's early here at Dover. How's track feeling here tonight, bud?
Oh, it feels pretty good. I was excited to get a decent little green flag run there to start, kind of feel out what we got against this competition. A lot of really, really fast guys, obviously, just like they are every week. So really good to get a good test there, and we'll see what this thing's got for the rest of the night.
Well, how's that tire fall off after about 20 laps? Because I've seen you guys right about 24, so...
Yeah, it's a substantial amount of wear, substantial amount of fall off, but that's probably my favorite thing to see for sure. I feel like we got a really, really good long run car. I feel like all of our guys have really good long run cars, so hopefully we can get these Toyota Camrys up front and see what we can do.
All righty, we'll let you get back to it, William. Good luck, bud.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I also like to take notes throughout the race, just kind of see the trends of what we have going on. And they went that first 24, 25 laps green there. Looks like 27 laps, 28 laps there. So these guys really keeping it clean and green so far here.
Yep. I think they'll get the one to go here this time. I don't think they'll go another lap pacing. No, I think they could speed up the pacing here at Dover, even in real life. I think 60 miles an hour would be fine.
Well, I mean, with the pace speed being as low or with the pit speed being as low as it is at 35 mile an hour, I think they got it just about right. I think if anything, they could probably bump it up maybe 5 mile an hour. But when you come down pit road here under green, Josh, you are guaranteed to lose at least 1 lap, if not 2.
If not 2, exactly.
And then if you get a penalty, Josh, like if you get a pit road speeding penalty, you lose another lap because you have to come back in and do a pass through. So really, when you make a mistake here at Dover, your race is over. You're just beating yourself.
Yes, and it looks like Danny Warrior still sitting on pit road. Currently 3 laps down. Oh, yep, 1 to go here this time. It's going to be Alan
Yeah, I think
Elwood.
Danny Ware's just repairing his damage here.
Going to be Alan Elwood, GT 1 and 2 up front.
Going to be interesting to see what kind of launch GT's able to get on the restart. Garrett Heath on the start of the race didn't have the greatest launch in the world, so going to be interesting to see how GT will take off.
Yeah, I think Alan came off first, right?
Yeah, he started pole.
Yeah.
He came off first. Still in first. Been basically leading the whole race so far here.
Yep, 32 laps into it. Well, get him going, Gary.
All right, well, pace car lights are off, obviously, as we could see here. Alan Elwood taking the bottom lane here for the restart. Pace cars in the middle of 3 and 4 here now, waiting for him to dive off to the safety pit road. He does. Very short restart zone here. Looks like Alan's going to be on the loud pedal any moment here. Green flag back in the air. He's on the loud pedal. And he's going to get a huge jump here. Him and Cameron Hearn both. I wonder if GT, yes, he is going to be able to get down to the bottom in the 3rd position here. These top 4, top 5 guys already single file as they exit turn number 2.
Yep, now coming down into turn number 3, we've got a battle back here. Well, it was a battle, but Garrett Heath there going to dive it in front of the 24 of Garrett D. Grant. Travis McDaniel up to 7th. John Sterling back a spot into 8th. Battle
Rob
behind
Haynes, I don't
them.
know if he was trying to block David Weishart there, but looked like Rob got loose, and looked like David just let him collect it there, which is a good call by David Weishart there. Yeah, you really see these cars start to break loose, especially off of turn 4. That transition coming out of 4 and onto the backstretch when they go up that hill, it's a pretty rough one.
Now everybody back to single file here. Lap 36 coming to 37 this time by of 185.
Yeah, it's definitely an endurance race here tonight for Dover, that's for sure.
I think halfway they should be allowed to change drivers.
Well, if it was a 24-hour race, they'd be changing every pit stop, I would imagine.
Back here to the field, Zach Ogburn filling in here tonight. Now, he's got 43 on the car. I've got 18 in the driver bar, but we all know what it is. Filling in for Logan. He's on the outside of the 82 of Mike Franklin. Mike to the inside. This is where a battle is happening. Back here at around 25, 26. Right behind him, Gary May.
Oh, Gary May got loose.
Got
what a save by Gary May right there.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's one thing, too. When you're pinched down to the bottom like that and you get back into the gas, you can break traction like that. And fortunately for Gary May, he was able to dodge a bullet there and save that race car.
But check him for some Mountain Dew, because I think that's what saved him here tonight.
Yeah, definitely that. He might need another pair of pants after that. Oh, Jacob Lee into the inside wall hard.
Jacob Lee. Oh, and we're back in. We got a caution.
I think he had some help with the apron. Got a little loose, was trying to save it, and I think Mike Rominger got into the back of him here.
All right, we'll take a look. We see that little swerve there by the number 10, and then, of course, getting up there on the 21 of Jacob Lee. Coming out of the turn, that Mike is right behind him across the stripe. Now down into turn number 1 here. Jacob running that mid, and then he drops it low, and it looks like it just started to snap loose on him. And then right up in front of the 9. Oh, that was really close. And the 21 comes right back up into traffic and then collects. I believe it's going to be the 56, if I'm seeing that number correctly.
Yeah, 56 of Christian DeBoer, I believe there, yeah.
Yeah, but
I just watched the replay from Jacob Lee's cockpit. From the exit of 2, he was already turning right, which that car just broke loose on him. And so he was really feathering it, and his car just washed up to the middle like we saw. And then really Mike just had nowhere to go.
All right, looking out here. Now, yeah, there was definitely some contact there, but yeah, Jacob already trying to, get squirrely there. We'll get the official word, and oh man, we see that hard hit there with a 56 on the 21. We'll get the official word here from the admins on how they deem this. Of course, that's the way we do it here on MaxSpeedTV. We don't make the calls, we just follow them.
Yep, we just follow what they say here, and still waiting on that official word.
Not an admin, but
here we go. Here it is.
Michael Atkins Jr. gives me a hard time about that, so I just had to do it.
I know he does. He talks about it to me all the time.
Well, looks like everybody came down pit road. Except for Jacob Lee.
Yeah, really not a surprise there. I think everybody was going to come down pit road there. They may not have ran a whole lot of laps, but they know, once you get a few laps on these tires, once you get about 5 or 6 laps on them, which is about what they did, about 7-lap run that last time. It's you're going to need to put tires on these race cars.
All right. Still waiting on the official word. Oh, Jacob blew. Jacob's engine just to let go, Gary. Oh!
I had heard him before his motor blew. He was asking the leaders if it was a good idea to stay out with the wheel damage. Well, Jacob, I think you got a little more than a wheel damage there.
Oh, no. Now he's going to have to tow, and unfortunately, Jacob Lee's night. Jacob Lee Racing, folks. Check him out. He's a great.
That heel well on the 21. Looks like the 21 got loose off of 2 there. Basically calling it a self spin. The 56 or the 9. I'm sorry, the 9 and Mike Rominger just had nowhere to go.
Okay, so if I can get to him here, he's score setting on pit road. Jacob Lee Racing. Hey, check him out over on Facebook. He's a great guy to hang out with, chill. He does pretty much everything on Facebook. He, does some dirt. He does Indy. He does whatever. I mean, you got something you want him to race, he'll race it.
Yeah, he's pretty good with doing that in fan interaction. He's really great there on the Facebook side. On the Facebook side there. Sorry, I forgot. I let up on my button for push to talk.
Nah, okay, that's where that free mic comes in handy. Just voice activated.
well, last night was cutting in and out, so I just wanted to be a little more crystal clear here tonight.
Okay. Yep, 21 on the yield well. Contact with the 9. 21 will be at fault. Still
I guess we're calling that as the third caution there.
No, it's the second.
They skipped a line there for caution 1. You see that? How it's blank up there?
Yeah.
They'll figure it out. They're smart people up there. I just like giving them a hard time.
Yeah, me too. I like giving Nick a hard time every week. I'm going to pick you, Nick.
I think Calvin's putting in the notes here.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't get an interview in this time, folks, but it's all right. We still got some more races
Things happen quickly here at Dover. Sometimes we forget.
Yep. Yeah, second caution, Brendan. Yep, second caution.
I'm glad Brendan can count better than me, that's for sure. 1, 2. There we go.
Okay, so the official notes is got loose coming out, turned up in front of
the 9.
Yeah, the 9.
They'll get there.
9.
They'll type it when they can. There we go.
Okay, got it. We got it. All right, 33 watching. We got 12 likes. I think we hit 20 likes here tonight, folks. Glad to see everybody out there tuning in here this evening for the Rick Motec Cup Series, round number 7 at Dover for XM99. Joshua Medlock, myself, and Gary Wells up here in the booth. In vivo. Yes, that means live here. So just wanted to throw that out there. Pace car dives off. Allen going to be in control. He's got a teammate, Cameron Hearn, there now to his outside here. Oh, boy, what is it going to take here? Both of them are going to go at the exact same time. Great jump communication. We're back to green here tonight. By the number 5 and the 15, they are teammates, and they are communicating here in TeamSpeak.
Yeah, in TeamSpeak, I would guarantee you what Alan was doing. He gave Cameron a countdown of when he was going to go. As these guys are fanning out 2 and 3 wide down the backstretch.
We don't want to see that 3 wide. No. We want to see 3 wide, but not this early. Okay.
Not this early. Yeah,
Not this early. Not this early.
Well, we still got 140 some laps to go here.
Not
here,
talking about
Josh,
it.
so got a long way to go. And I am starting to see, as I was telling you before the race here.
Oh, the
Hunter McDaniel got
57
loose there.
and Hunter, yeah.
Good save there by Hunter. But I was telling you here before the race that the marbles are going to get really bad up against the wall here. And I was just noticing under caution that the marbles were pretty bad up at turns 3 and 4. So once you get that on your tires, it takes them a good while to get them cleaned off.
Yeah, and Hunter McDaniel and Hunter McDaniel and let's see here, who is that? The 51 of Delonte Ballard now doing battle.
Yeah, Delonte Ballard. He's another one of those underrated guys. Very consistent.
Man, watch it, because right behind him, Kel Gill, the 52, Tyler
looks like the
Hallman,
57.
and Morris.
I'm not an amateur driver, but it looks like the 57, he's getting pretty loose. And it's kind of caused an accordion effect with this backpack here, Josh, causing a lot of guys to be on top of each other here.
Yeah, they're right neck and neck.
Yeah, Cale Gale's right here in the thick of this with the VRA guys of Delonte and Davey Hendricks there.
I've got a
They're
question.
trying to figure out a way to get around Hunter McDaniel there in the 57. What's up?
And this is a serious question. This can really go for anybody out there that's tuning in or whatever. You're battling your teammate coming down to the final lap for round 10 of the regular season. All right, I mean, you're right there. You're battling them.
As a team owner, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Anyway.
You don't want to wreck them, because you don't want to cause the accident, but you want to give them a good run. So, as a driver, would you take it 2 and 3 wide with your teammate and another driver just to see who can actually get in?
Well, I may not mention 2 or 3 wide scenarios, but do you remember when Carl Edwards was driving back in the day? Well,
Carl Edwards. Yeah.
When he was racing for Joe Gibbs, he bumped Kyle Busch out of the way at Richmond on the last lap, pushed him up the racetrack, and won the race. And I think with teammates, you don't like seeing that, personally as an owner and a driver myself, but at times that stuff is just going to happen.
Well,
so sometimes you don't want to do it, but sometimes it's necessary, because at the end of the day, Josh, drivers are selfish. They want to get every single position and point they can get.
Yes, they can. And of course we all, know the rules here at Extreme Motorsports. If you cause a wreck, then, you've got to deal with that. Well, it looks like Jacob Lee is going to be joining us up here in the booth here tonight. Jacob, man, what happened?
Oh, man. Tough break for the number 21 Jacob Lee Racing Machine. We got loose. We didn't anticipate the newer tires to be as loose as they were, and unfortunately, it bit us in the rear end. I had it saved. Didn't realize the 9 car was so close like that. Unfortunately, he didn't have enough time to react. This is a fast track. It's hard to react that quick, but overall, I'm super proud of the number 21 Jacob Lee Racing team. Our goal was to stay in the back and kind of work our way through up the front, but just got loose early.
Well, Jacob, hey, the regular season is not over, as my dogs decide they want to put their 2 cents in here tonight. You got Charlotte next week. Everybody knows Charlotte. Well, what's your mindset? Dover not friendly to you. What's your mindset going into next week at Charlotte Motor Speedway?
Dover is not friendly. You're right. Man, that wall comes close. But Charlotte, it's a good track. It's going to be a good. I'm a lot of fun. I got to get out there and practice. I messed myself up this week. I'm used to Xfinity running the same schedule as Cup. Me being the main admin of Xfinity, you think I would realize what I did, but I forgot I got rid of Dover Xfinity and put Texas in. So
what were you thinking?
I was practicing Texas for Cup. And then I loaded tonight, and I'm like, wait a minute, we're racing Dover. I So dumb. So, but as far as Charlotte goes, man, I'm super excited. Just like we're going to get a team practice together with me and the 4X Racing crew. We're going to get together. We're going to do a lot of practicing. That way we can dial in some times and stuff.
All righty, Jacob. Well, we had it for you tonight, but we got some more races coming up, man. The regular season, is not over, so hold your head up, buddy.
Hey, I'm good. I'm excited, man. I enjoy this. I have a great time. Enjoy racing with these guys. These are some of the top of the line drivers out here, and I'm honored and blessed that I get the opportunity to race with these guys.
All righty, Jacob. Well, I'm glad to talk to you. We're headed for you tonight, but we'll of course see you next week in Charlotte, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, Gary, I got some passing going on. Of course, that was Jacob Lee. We got a car into the wall.
Slow car up against the wall there. That was a scary moment.
Not sure who that was. Oh, that was Thwaites.
Yeah, Michael Thwaites, he was having some internet connection issues. I guess that was crazy.
We got him going around here too, folks.
Yeah, Jacob Bell caught a best there, wrecking there at the
Hunter
front stretch.
McDaniel, I think.
Yeah, he got up into he didn't see Michael Thwaites there until the last second, and he tried to turn down, but Delonte Ballard was not doing him well. It looks like he'd make contact before Delonte got there.
Oh, we'll take a look at it here and see. Hunter McDaniel here. Of course, going to see up ahead of him the 51 right there, right on him. There's Thwaites.
I don't think the 51 touched him there. I think he just bounced off of Michael and just had nowhere to go, and he gets hit again. I think he got hit by Zach Ogburn.
Now, let's see here. Coming out of the corner, it looks like there was contact. The 57 goes up. Maybe not say, I don't know. However, there's contact between him and the 12. The 51 going to make contact with a 57 a little bit. The 57 comes back up onto the track. And
Zach just had nowhere to go there in the 43 or the 18 as it's showing up in iRacing.
Oh, yeah.
Hits him again pretty hard.
That was a hard lick. He tried to get around, just not far enough on that high side. So we'll, of course, get the official word here from the admins here.
I don't think they're going to fault the 51 on that. And this is just my opinion. I think it was just contact there between the 57 and the 12, and I don't think really the 51 finished him off per se. But, hey, I could be wrong. It looks like Cameron Hearn's going to take the lead off pit road here.
All right. Yep. Cameron Hearn. So Cameron, Allen, GT, William, and Garrett.
57 will get the EOL after making contact with the slower car that was the 12 there, according to Nick Hunt. So just got official word there over iRacing chatter.
All right, so that is going to come down from the pipeline. Got into the 12 coming out of the corner. All right, that's what they got him as on.
Well, I think the 57 just didn't realize how slow the 12 was off the pace there. And at Dover, man, it's really hard. You can't. There's nowhere to hide if you're really off the pace as much as Michael Thwaites was right there.
Oh yeah. Well, grab somebody for an interview. We got time.
All right. I'll pull up Rob Haynes. Why not?
All right.
Or who are you thinking?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Rob Haynes, Gary Wilson booth. Got a copy.
I got you, Gary.
Well, Rob, you're running solid here like you always do, inside the top 10. Tell us about the first 64 laps so far. How's your car been handling and stuff?
Yeah, it's not too bad, Gary. Just trying to find a better line in once the tires wear out a little bit. Just experimenting. It's early in the race. Trying to D the corners a bit, carry a little bit more speed in, and if I've got to tap the brake to get it to turn, and then off, man, that turn 4 wall can be scary. The car starts to get a little bit sideways, and man, yeah, it's a long race to go. Sitting in a half decent spot right now. I'd like to get ahead of a couple of these guys, but passing's a little bit hard.
Yeah, absolutely. What's been the toughest part, do you think, for you tonight here so far?
Just the passing, Gary. I let some guys by early. I was just trying to see if I could save a bit of tire on that run. I wasn't sure how long it was going to go, but yeah, I guess passing is going to be hard. I mean, unless the guy in front of you makes a mistake, you're pretty much behind him.
Gotcha. Well, good luck the rest of the race here, bud. Hopefully we see you later on.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, Rob.
Appreciate it, Josh. Thanks, man.
Uh-huh.
I want to make sure I got him into the right chat there.
Yeah, I don't want to put him in the wrong room.
Well, I was going to put him in the right room, just the wrong chat there. But yeah, that's good to see Rob running the top 10. It's been solid. I mean, he hasn't won a race yet this season, which is really surprising because, you know, Rob, he won a couple races last season. So
Yeah.
definitely kind of shocking. No top 5s yet this season either. I think he's had a couple 8th place finishes and maybe a 10th. But, I mean, that's really it for Rob. Only 3 top 10s so far.
All right. Well, looks like we're making our way into turn 3 here tonight. Should get the one to go here this time by.
And that was only our 3rd caution of the evening so far here. So I think this is about going to be the trend that we've seen here the last few Dover races. We'll probably get a good 10, 20 lap run in, 25 laps of kind of noticing, and then we get a quick yellow. So definitely going to be more about the short run, I think, as the race goes on. But hey, could surprise me. The last couple of races here, we did have a green flag pit stop at the end of the race. So definitely going to be interesting how it unfolds. We still got 90-some laps to go. So.
Oh, yeah, 92 and a half is going to be the halfway mark. We're edging to that halfway mark here this evening. So we may do. I don't think the cautions are over. I could be wrong, but I don't think they're over. Anyway, Gary, get them going.
All right. Well, 1 to go here. Still got 120. There'll be 119 to go when they take the green. Of course, Alan is going to be in the lead here for the restart.
Yep.
Then it's going to be GT Hawkins, and it's William Hartman. And in 4th, it's going to be Garrett Heath. That's your top 4. Shout out to the East Coast Motorsports guys. I was talking with GT earlier, and he said, be on the lookout for us tonight. I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. And I think he's hit that nail on the head so far early on. Pace car is off here. Alan Elwood, of course, is going to control the restart. Got to be careful when he's going to get the gas pedal. There he goes. Another good jump here by Alan. Green flag back in the air. I think GT is going to be able to get that 2nd spot here going into turn 1. And he will. And these guys are side by side for 3rd.
Yep, GT dives it down there into 2nd, side by side for 3rd place here between William Hartman and Garrett Heath. But William going to get it. Here comes David Weishart to the inside. John Sterling, as well as, the 23, getting loose there a little bit. Travis McDaniel.
And it's just so hard to run up where Garrett Heath is running there, Josh. It's not as much grip up there.
Yeah, there's not any. There's a little, but not a lot as what it would be down there next to that. Oh, the 27 got real close to the 29 there.
Those are teammates.
Yeah, I don't know how. I'm sure they're communicating, but
don't wreck my
that
cars,
would have been
boys.
ugly.
That's all I'm going to say. Don't wreck my cars.
Delonte Ballard there in 11th. There with Davey Hendricks.
Yeah, good battle amongst the teammates here from for 9th and 10th, and then 11th and 12th. You got two teammates back to back. So
here, just take a look throughout the field.
Cale
here.
Gale has been poking his way back up through the field after missing the grid. Back up into the 8th spot here, Josh.
Yep, currently running an 8th.
Brendan's asking me if it'll be a caution fest. I don't necessarily I don't see that really, Brendan. I said, these last couple of races here in the Cup Series, they did end up having at least one green flag pit stop, and it usually happens in the second half of the race. And like I said, we'll see some cautions early, but these guys will figure it out. They always do to get a one green run in.
Yeah, they always get it figured out back here with Mike Franklin. I've been watching Mike here. He's been all over Timothy Zayas, but now Timothy is kind of pulled ahead of him. Coming up behind him, coming up behind Mike is Gary May and Tom Massey. Tom back on the lead lap here tonight. Nice to see Tom still out there running. Hey, currently 26 from 34th. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad run for him here. I will say, Timmy Zayas, he won an ARCA race here a couple seasons ago. He figured that same success would translate. He's got a little bit of rear end damage, but hasn't had the greatest start to the race so far. I think he's trying to search for some grip out here. I think he's trying to see if he can get that high line to come in.
Oh, and he's getting awfully loose.
Yeah, he's getting very loose
Let's
there on
take
the
a
exit.
look
corners.
here
I think
at
he's
that.
just a little too far out of the groove.
Now
He's
let's
all the
take
way
a
up in the
look.
gray.
Well, he's got some spoiler damage, some back rear end damage. I think that could be playing a factor too.
Yeah, that could definitely be playing a factor as we see Tommy Haynes getting around him now. But I tell you what, I remember he was my teammate back in the ARCA days, and he actually won with that with his rear end looking just like that. So I don't know, maybe it is affecting more than what we think here.
Yeah, well, these Cup cars, they've just got a lot more horsepower, a lot more power in general behind them.
We messed up, Josh.
What?
Alan Elwood's no longer in the lead. We missed it. GT Hawkins is the leader now with William Hartman in second. So Alan's fallen back to third. The East Coast Motorsports guys are on 1-2 right now.
Yeah, we missed it. Alan back to third. William Hartman up to second. And, GT Hawkins there. He's going to lead a couple more laps here tonight.
Yeah, he's got a very good car, I think.
Chris Canfield out there in chat saying, come on, 23. That'd be Garrett Heath.
Yeah, but Garrett Heath is having a pretty stout run so far. Started fourth, currently running in fifth, so he's having a pretty good start so far.
Okay, he's edging ever so closer back up to the front, but man, it's just like we talked about all night. It's so hard to pass.
Like Rob was saying when we interviewed him here under the caution, it's just really hard to pass. Everybody gets single file, and then it's like now you got to really be precise with your line in order to get around.
We got Tom and Massey having a problem. Whatever happened, good save by Tom. He kept it on track, didn't spin it, didn't get into the wall, didn't get into anybody. We're still green here tonight.
Yeah, good save there, I guess, by Tom and Massey. Didn't see it, but heard it was
see
great.
it either. I just see the speed like drop.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, it went from like 160 to 100 mile an hour like that. I mean, it was that quick.
Yeah, and you've got to have really quick hands here, really good reaction to really save a car here at Dover. It's very difficult to do. When you save a car at Dover, it's really the save of the year. I don't care where you're running. I mean, Allmendinger's made a couple good saves here before. Same with even Dave Blaney in qualifying one time. He didn't hit a thing, and I thought he was going to smack the wall a few times.
Oh, Jacob Bell smacking the wall there in that wax electric machine. He's going to get past him by the 15, the 9. Here comes the 42 of David Elliott. He's going to go to the inside.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get passed by everybody here. It looks like Cameron Hearn. He's back here. You said Cameron, right? Caution's out.
Jacob Bell, caution's out. Oh, no, Timothy Zayas.
Well, I think he just finished his night right there.
Oh, hush. All righty, folks. Well, let's go back and take a look at my old buddy Timothy. Man, having a good run.
Looks like the 17 come down on Timmy there, and that's what started it.
All right, we'll, of course, get the official word, and we'll take a look at it here out of turn number 2, or turn number 4, and then down into turn 1. Looks like, the 17 is going to move up the track. The door opens up, and yep, right there it was. Yeah, I believe it might be on that 17. Not an admin, folks, but we'll get that from the admins here this evening. Yeah, it's going to turn to the 22 machine. The 19 going to somehow get around it. That's going to be Danny Ware. But that is going to bring out the caution again here tonight. And I think the cautions here, we take a look at them now. 4 cautions for 14 laps so far. 104 laps to go. 6 lead changes here this evening. We're almost at the halfway mark at about 92 and a half laps. So getting there at about
the
10.
17 will be getting an EOL as the 17 comes down on the 22 coming out of the corner. I just saw the note there from the admins.
All right. So 17 will get that EOL. All right. Let's see here. Everybody making the pit stops. I think that's what you got to do. since there's no limit to, tires and stuff, Gary, get all the tires that you can.
Yeah, and I don't have any confirmation, but there's a rumor. I like spreading rumors. There is a rumor for next season. They are looking to actually experiment with tire limits. iRacing in the quarterly update just announced how many tire limits you have during a race, like how many tire sets. And I think that's what Extreme is thinking about doing moving forward starting next season, is doing some type of tire limit.
Okay, so we don't know. We don't have confirmation on that yet. So that is just something I didn't even know about that.
That is something that was talked about in a team owners meeting about a month ago. So we were recently talking about that. So.
All right, well, let's see here who we can pick on here tonight. I'm gonna go with somebody different. I want to go with John Sterling. I'm gonna talk to him in a bit.
Yeah, go ahead, pull him up.
Hey, John, get a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, you're currently running in 7th, right where you started. You're doing a pretty good job of hanging on to that spot. How's Dover here tonight, bud?
I'm just trying to manage the tires here. It's getting really loose as the run goes on, but yeah, I'm trying to save them as much as I can and then start picking them off if we ever get a long run here.
Do you think you have something for these drivers if you can, we can get that long run and you can pick them off?
I kind of felt something coming along here before this recent caution came out, so we might have something.
All righty, John. Well, Gary, anything for Mr. Sterling here?
No, I mean, he's done even Steven all night, staying in 7th spot. Good luck out there, John. Hopefully we'll see you later.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I didn't notice this until just now. David Weishart has gained 24 spots, and we're not even halfway yet. We're up in 4th spot.
Wow, from 28th.
Yeah, he started 28th here tonight, and he's already up to the 4th position. So he might be a guy, kind of a dark horse, that maybe he might be able to find something. Him and John, they might be able to find something here. Maybe try to, beat one of these Toyotas here that have been running top 3 most of the night.
Let's see here. Yep, that's the top 3 right now. It's Toyotas.
And they've really been the story of the season so far. Here, Josh. I'm looking at it here. Cameron's got 3 wins. GT's got a win. Allen's got a win. All Toyotas. And that's really been it. That's kind of been the story of the season. I know Ed won at Daytona, but in a Chevy, but he's the only non-Toyota driver to win so far.
Yeah, so pretty much a Toyota dominance here so far. I think Ed is
in
still...
Cup and Xfinity. So
yeah, I think Ed is still running the Chevy. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he still is, but he's the only non-Toyota driver to hop into victory lane.
All righty, folks. Well, back to double file here. Coming in lap 86, and, well, I think everybody knows what time it is. We'll get them going here, and
we're gonna do a crank it up.
We'll be cranking it up here tonight.
All right.
Yeah, buddy. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and do it a couple of laps early because you just never know what's gonna happen. I don't want these guys to get spread out, and I don't want them to go run green and then we're not able to do a crank it up. So we're gonna do it now. So we're gonna go ahead and get these guys going.
That's a good call. I agree.
And that's gonna be GT Hawkins up front. So a little bit of change here. It's going to be GT going to be getting them going with Allen now to the outside. William Hartman in 3rd, David Weishart 4th, Travis McDaniel in the 5th, I believe. Garrett Heath 5th or 6th. Rob Haynes, John Sterling 7th and 8th. Michael Mueller, Davey Hendricks 9th and 10th. But pace car is off and away. And it's going to be GT. He is going to be on the loud pedal. Back and away here tonight for round number 7 of the Rick Tech Cup Series. For Extreme Motorsports and 99.com, folks. Everybody, let's crank it up here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Howdy, folks. Back live here on MaxSpeedTV. I don't know what happened there. We were watching it. GT was up front as we went to crank it up, and then he came down pit road, Gary. I don't know what happened to GT.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like I was telling you, I don't know if he was just didn't get fuel in the car during the last pit stop, or what the case was. But that really came back to bite him in the rear end a little bit. He's now running 28th the lap down. The leaders are coming to put him 2 down.
All right, well, I don't see anything in the penalty chart here, so it doesn't look like it was anything he did on track. Might have been a mistake from GT himself. Don't know. That's odd for GT if that was a mistake for GT to make a mistake like that, because he does not usually make those type of mistakes.
Caution's out. That just saved GT.
That saved GT. That's going to be Gary May going around. Let's go back and take a look. Good thing we did crank it up.
I heard Bobby Tintz was yelling check. So I guess that means check it up. Gary May looks like he spun here.
Yep, that's going to be on. I believe it's going to be on Gary May, or going to be around Gary May.
Yeah, it looks like he got loose off of 2. No contact there per se, but looks like Gary just got loose.
All right. Gary goes high. Comes out. Oh, yeah, he got loose, boy. The 19. I believe that's going to be Danny Ware, man. He went high, and good thing he did. Oh, man, that 10 smacking the wall. And then coming down and smacking hard into that inside concrete barrier. That's not a safer barrier. That's concrete, I think.
Yeah. Well, they pretty much got safer barriers all around the track now, but except in a couple places. I think he got one of the weird places that doesn't have a safer barrier yet.
Oh, man. Well, Gary May is going to have some significant and heavy damage there. And everybody coming down pit road. That, like you said, that just saved GT right there.
Yeah, it saved him right here. He's going to get the lucky dog. But it's going to put him back at the end of the line, so he's got a long way to go. But we still got about 88 laps or so.
Oh, take a look at the caution count. 5 cautions, 20 laps. Yeah, 88 to go. 7 lead changes here tonight. Going back to your trends there, Gary, as we see the 14 going to go ahead and get that wave around here. You're going to get back on the lead lap. Lead changes as well as caution laps and the number of cautions. What did you say those were? I didn't write any of that down, bud.
Average caution laps 18, so we've already broken that. And then average lead changes is 11. So we're
under that.
We're getting really close to that. We're getting really close.
We're at 7 right now. Let's get back up here to our leader. Man, I don't know if I should bring GT down or not. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
That's on you, bud. If you want to interview him, that's on you.
Well, let's see here.
I am not conducting that interview.
I will go ahead and conduct the interview. GT Hawkins, got a copy.
Yeah, I hear you. Coming in pit road.
Oh, you're coming out. Okay, man. Go ahead.
Catch me in a couple of seconds.
Okay. All right. I don't want to disturb.
Woo!
Yeah, that was a good call. I'm glad I pulled him up when I did.
I told you not to.
Well, I'm glad I did it when I did it, because he let me know he's coming down pit road. That way I could drag him back down, and then I can get him afterwards.
Yeah. So
don't
I'll
want to
watch his pit
disturb
stop
anybody.
here, just crossing the start-finish line, coming down to his stall at a painful 35 miles an hour. Here he comes.
All right.
Crew going over to the right side of the car here.
Looks like it's going to be on the 10 self-spin. All right.
Yep, 10 self-spin there. Yep, he's going to get an EOL. Crew's coming over to the left side of the car, changing left side tires. And he's doing a burnout. Go ahead.
All right, Jake Russo out there in chat. No, I want to make sure he comes out onto the track.
He is going on the apron right now. About to
I know.
exit
I'm
blend
watching.
in with the pack.
I'm watching. All right, he's past the blue cone. There we go. All right, GT, you ready?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, buddy. Yeah, I didn't want to disturb you coming down pit road, man. What happened there, bud? You were up in the lead, and then bam, you come shot down pit road.
Well, I didn't know pit lane was going to be open. The pace car flew by me and was drifting through 3 and 4, and I didn't know what was happening. And I didn't realize pit road was open, so I tried to cut it down, and then I got past in the pace car.
Oh, well, I was actually talking about on the green flag restart. The lap.
No, that's what happened to him.
Was that? Oh, that was it. Oh,
yeah, that was the violation.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to serve a penalty. Stop and go.
Oh no, that sucks, man. Well, hey, it ain't over here tonight, man. So we know you got a fast car, bud. What is it going to take though, coming from the back of the field now, to get back up front?
Well, right now it's gonna just need to be pacing myself and trying not to get in any trouble. I don't want to try to run anybody over, and so just gotta maintain and try to save the tires here and be patient. I'll get there. I got plenty of laps.
Yeah, plenty of laps for sure. Well, Gary, anything for GT here as we are going to be coming to that one to go this time?
We've already disturbed this man enough. Go ahead and drag him back down to where he belongs.
All right. Good luck, GT.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Hey, mistakes happen.
Yeah, mistakes happen. Mistakes happen for sure. Well, we're going to be, I believe, coming to the one to go here this time by.
Yes, looks like, are there some waiver out cars here, or did Alan Elwood just fall back a few spots?
Nah, there's some waiver rounds.
Okay, all right. I thought I was seeing stuff here.
Alan's up front.
I was like, man, there's a bunch of cars in front of him. Someone take two?
Alan's up front. I don't think you should take two here. Oh, man.
If you do take two here, if you take rights, it's just going to make your car even looser, and these guys are already having a handful as it is.
I think you need to take 6 times. That's what I think you need to do.
If you take the Dale Earnhardt strategy, give me 4, and I'm not leaving until you give them to me. So he always wanted 4 tires, and if anybody ever called 2, he's like, I ain't leaving until you give me 4.
Yeah. All righty, Gary. Go ahead and get him going here, bud.
All right, well, we got I'm sorry. All these BRA cars look the same. The 5 of Alan Elwood is in the lead. Then you got second place here, David Weishart. That's your front row. Third and fourth is still going to be some East Coast Motorsports cars of William Hartman and Travis McDaniel there. Pace cars off. Alan's going to be on the loud pedal. He's going to get a really good start. And David Weishart's really going to be able to compete with him here. Green flag back in the air. Already single foul amongst our top 3. Top 4, Garrett Heath already down to the bottom trying to pass somebody here. And it looks like he's going to make the pass. Rob Haynes going to be battling with Davey Hendricks side by side going into turn 3.
Yep, the 11 on the outside. Looks like Rob is going to make the pass as the 11 falls back behind him. Back to single file until you get back here with Cameron Hearn to the 27 to Michael Mueller. Ed Morris coming down to the inside.
That's right here with these guys.
Yeah. They're all right here together.
Oh, Kel Gale got a little bit loose, but he was able to save it right behind Jacob Bell there. Michael's just stuck up on that high side. When you get stuck up there, I think he bounced off the wall a little bit. But once you get stuck up in that high side, it's really hard to get back down to the bottom. That's what I call a freight train effect. Oh, he made contact with the
52's going
52's around. Caution is out.
Yep, there is the caution, 52 of Tyler Hallman.
Let me get another look at that here.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do here as well on MaxSpeedTV.
Oh, looked like the 27. I'm just calling it as I see it. Looked like the 52 passed the 27, and the 27 may have gotten him in the rear, his right rear, and that's what got Tyler around there. Some pretty significant contact.
Well, 27 smacked the wall there too, as the 52 does go to the inside. Everybody fine right here, and then right there it was. Oh boy, that
some
was
contact
close.
there.
Yeah, but that was really close. That is going to spin the 52. And that is where another caution is going to come out. Now he's sideways. Good job by everybody, though, getting
the fact
around.
that was only a one-car instant, really, that's impressive.
Hey, we went 4 wide, but it was under caution.
Especially the way Tyler spun out there. That's really impressive.
Now, they went 4 wide, but it was under caution. Does it count?
Sure, we'll let it count. Looks like Alan Elwood is on pit road here.
Yeah, looks like we have some that didn't come down pit road. The top 14, it looks like, hasn't came down.
Alan came down pit road here, but everybody else stayed out, I think. Michael Mueller is going to get the EOL for that incident, by the way.
All right. Already typed it up. Wow.
Well, no, I just heard it in my ear.
Oh, okay. Well, it's already typed up, too. Lap 104, 27, contact with the 52, 27 EOL, come down on the 52, then got in rear and something. I can't see that, so.
Brian Wasserman just woke up into the chat here.
Oh, Brian Wasserman. What's up, boys? My Dosaki 77 machine out there.
Well, it doesn't look like the 52 had a whole lot of damage in the incident. I think he got away. Dodged a bullet there. No damage to this car on Tyler Hallman.
All right. Well, let's see if we can find Tyler. There he is. Yeah. Let's check here. Let's go to the chase. It doesn't look like he's got.
It doesn't look like he's got any damage at all here.
Yeah, looks
maybe
like
a little bit of rear end, but that's about it.
A pretty clean Northern Capital 52 machine, I gotta say.
Yes, and I do like these paint schemes here for Samson Motorsports this year.
Northern Capital, Russ Anderson coming on board, sponsoring Samson again here. One of the guys works with Russ, so
Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis works with Russ or knows Russ. So
I think he's an auctioneer for Northern Capital, actually. So
yeah, well, he's Curtis is an auctioneer in general. Curtis, yeah. So
okay.
But he auctions off cars, which that's what Russ does.
Yes.
So yeah.
Speaking of Curtis running in 20th tonight after starting 31st, solid run for him tonight in the Cup car.
A lot of these drivers out here on track have jobs, and a lot of times you'll see Curtis Vaughn where he'll be 35,000 feet up in the air flying to a location for an auction or whatever. But with everything going on right now and in the United States and in the world in general with the COVID stuff, not been able to do much. Unfortunately, we hate it for everybody that's been put out of a job, because they got to make a living somehow too. And right now, it's just not in their wheelhouse to do it. Especially if you travel.
People being there live, yeah. So I mean, that's basically how it is. And for a lot of these auctions, it's a big social gathering. Maybe not people buy cars there, but a lot of the people like seeing the old cars that get auctioned off.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Well, no interviews here this time, but we got more racing to go, Gary. And I wouldn't say a longer race than usual, but I mean, 185 laps here at Dover. I mean, it makes for I would say a longer race. It's only a mile long.
77 laps to go here. Still a long way to go. And this is around the time as we get closer and closer to the end where people are going to start racing each other a little harder. So cautions do breed cautions, unfortunately. But it'll be interesting to see how the race unfolds here over the next 20 laps, because I think that's when we're really going to start to see the racing here for the last 30, 40 laps here of this event.
Up 6 cautions here so far, 27 laps. We're making our way down into turn number 3 here this time. It's going to be the Northern Capital 33 of David Weishart. Going to get him going with William Hartman there on the outside in that GTR 67 machine. Get him going.
All right, pace car's off here. David Weishart is controlling of the restart. He's going to get a really good jump. Green flag back in the air. I think William was trying to time that restart and missed.
Well, that kind of stacked him up back here, though.
Yeah, it kind of stacked him up because the 67 was trying to go, and then he realized that David didn't go, and David waited until the last minute. He waited a little longer than what Alan had been doing, so it really worked out for David here. He's got a big lead.
All right.
And shout out to John Sterling running in the top 5 here, running fifth. Of course, John, the main admin for the ARCA series.
Yep. John races in the cup.
Here comes Travis McDaniel trying to get around that 23, but the 23 of Garrett Heath slams the door on him.
My pick, Travis McDaniel. Started 15th in 4th. I hope he's not listening.
Well, I think Garrett Grant might have been listening because he's in 12th.
Yep. Come on, Garrett D. Grant. Right now. Boy, you look up ahead of Garrett D. Grant, though. You got Alan Elwood, Cameron Hearn, Davey Hendricks. All right there. VRA team, right there together.
Yep,
Jeez.
right there together. And I'm really surprised that Alan came down there and took tires, but hey, maybe he knows something we don't know here, and he might be able to blow the doors off some of these guys here today.
Oh, they're battling Justin Gann. Justin Gann right here in the mix of the VRA team, man. This VRA team is coming. And they're trying to run down another VRA guy, the 51 of Delonte Ballard.
Yeah, that was smart there of Justin Gann to let him go here. And David Elliott's just going to let these guys go. He knows that they got fresh tire. Oh! Was there contact there between the 42 and the 15? Hard telling.
Hard telling. I missed it.
They got real tight there at the exit of 2.
Well, now we've got Delonte, Allen, Cameron, and Davey all right here together.
I think Alan's going to blow the doors off here, off with Delonte. He's going to try. Thought he was going to the outside. Going to wait for this corner here.
I love watching the battles between teammates.
Hey, as a team owner, that gives me a little bit of anxiety, but hey, I mean,
Allen to the inside. That's going to pull Delonte back. Here comes
Cameron Hunter with him.
And
Davey's going to have to wait.
Yep, Delonte going to pull right in front of Davey Hendricks. So we got the VRA here all together. We got a couple of primetime guys up here. Oh, the 7 into the wall.
Oh, and Allen had to take a nice
he did.
Good save. I thought Allen was going to lose that car. I thought his race was over right there.
Oh, we're wrecking in the back. No caution just
yet.
Yeah,
or the 11.
Might have been the 11.
They're spinning back here. They're spinning back here,
spinning behind them. Good save, the 048 of Curtis Vollmer. Wow!
That was crazy. You might want to go back and watch a replay there.
51 also having a moment here as well. Now we'll go ahead and take a look. I don't know how far back I can go, but we'll be on the 51 of Delonte Ballard.
This is the 11 of Davey that got loose there. Those guys stacked up behind him there.
So we'll go ahead and get on Davey Hendricks. Oh, he just shot right. Or did he get loose? Oh, he got loose. And then tried to save it and then shot right. But, hey, he saved it. Good save. And then that kind of stacked him up. And then the 51. Delonte battling. Oh, the 7. Oh, there was some hammy action, some neck coating there between the 7 and the 51. Boy, we seen that. That was close. Well, we're back up live here. What? David up front. About a half a second ahead of William Hartman and Travis McDaniel up to 3rd.
Yeah, and David really hasn't had a flashy season. This is really the first time we've seen him out front like we have, in the last couple of seasons here. Only has 1 top 5 and 3 top 10s here on the season coming into tonight. So I think he was really poised and looking for a good run here, and so far that's coming to fruition.
Keep talking.
Let's see here. We got William Hartman in second. Not a whole lot of battles here amongst the top 5. Well, Allen's coming up in a hurry. The whole VRA team just passed Rob like he was sitting still. Allen already back up into 6th, and Cameron Hearn 7th, and they left Rob out to dry here. Cale Gale's going to be looking to pass Rob here next. The 3 hits the apron and gets up the racetrack. It's going to have to cause Allen to check up just a little bit. Be interesting to see if Allen can get down to the inside of John here at the exit of one of these corners. They're able to really get a good run through the center, as you can start to see the tires playing a big difference here. Allen coming to the inside of John. Side by side, going to 3, real tight here with these guys. Battle for 5th. Allen's going to be able to get the spot. Here comes Cameron Hearn with him. John's going to fall back to 7th, where he started.
All right. Well, John Sterling, yep, falling back to that 7th spot. Allen and Cameron coming back up through the field together at the start of the race.
Starting to do the same thing as well. He's already back up to the 11th spot after his fiasco there when he fell back as far as 28th. So.
All right.
Looks like some teammates battling here again with Ed Morris, team owner of Primetime, with David Elliott there.
Come on, David, make the pass there on it.
Yeah, it looks like David's going to be able to do it.
He finally listened to me.
After years of trying, right?
Years of trying. Oh, wow, this is going to change. Oh, and it's a big one. Oh, and we're still wrecking.
Where?
Front stretch. It's going to be on
Where?
Garrett D. Grant.
Oh,
that's who
no.
I'm going to be on.
Oh, no, not Garrett.
One of the Northern Capital drivers.
Say it ain't so. Well, looks like there is contact between the 24 and the 2.
Ooh, that's Brandon Freeze.
Yeah,
oh,
2 looks like he just got into the back of the 24. I think the 2 just got a huge run and just had nowhere to go.
Well, if you go back a little bit further, you will see the 24. You know, you talk about dominant down into the corner. Those are left side tires, the left sides, all 2 of them were on that blacktop down there. And then Garrett D. Grant, he does keep it going. He lost the momentum, and then right there, the contact with the 2 of Brandon Freeze. That sends Garrett D. Grant around. Grant tries to save it. Well, he locks it down. Oh, the 82. Oh, nowhere to go. The 048 also going to get a piece of the action here. So 2 tires, and then we see the 82 there up on the high side. The 12, Michael Thwaite's going to get into the 82, and then everybody, of course, locking it down here. Taking those 2 tires on that blacktop will definitely slow you down.
Yeah, not only will it slow you down, but it could cost you the race, and it looks like that's what it did for Garrett there, unfortunately. But it looks like Williams going to win the race off pit road here, I think.
All right. Lap 126 at fault. The number 2, Brandon Freeze. Contact with the 24, the 2 with the well. 2 got into the back of the 24, turning him. So that is the official word coming from the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com officials. That's what they should be called. Officials. Not admins. Officials.
Yes.
Yes, that's all you're going to say. Well,
we got time for an interview, you think?
Oh, yeah, we got time. Go ahead. Who do you want to interview?
Let's get somebody I haven't talked to in a minute. Pull up Jacob Bell. Why not? I don't know where he's at.
Well, he's down on pit road right now.
Oh, he's on pit. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I would catch somebody when they're on pit road, wouldn't I? I'm turning into Medlock here. Pull up Davey Hendricks. Pull Davey up here.
Davey Hendricks. Well, we all know where he's at, and we all know where he's at on the track here, or do we? I don't see him.
He's in turn whatever it is. I think turn 1 here.
No, I mean I don't.
He's in VRA.
I know he's in VRA. I'm looking for him in the picker here. What number?
He's at 15th. Car number 11. Sorry, car 11.
Thank you. All right. There you go. There you go.
All right. Hey, David.
Oh,
Gary
God.
Wilson, you got a copy?
I do.
You started 10th here. We're in solidly in the top 15. Talk about your race here so far, man, as we're coming to 55 to go.
It's been all right. It was clean for most of the race, and then I just messed myself up a minute ago and smacked the wall. But the car seems to be decent. I mean, I might not get the top 10 I was hunting for before, but I feel like I got the speed to get at least the top 15, maybe top 10 if I luck out. But we'll see how it goes.
Well, you imagine to get around the big one here, as there was a very big wreck. So has your car been affected in any way? Like, is it feeling a little more tight now because after hitting the wall, or could you not tell after you hit it?
Honestly, couldn't really tell a big difference. It's driving about the same. I mean, I can clearly see the right front. I can see the Abruzzi symbol at this point. So it's up in the air, but it hasn't missed with it so far. Maybe if we get a long run, I'll see it. But for the moment, it's not terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I just wanted to wish you good luck, and hopefully maybe you can pull out that top 10 that you're looking for.
We'll find out.
Good luck, Davey.
Absolutely. Good luck, Davey.
Thanks, guys.
All right, get him back down there to his team here. He's like, oh, Lord.
Yeah. He thought you were going to interview him. That's what he thought.
He just got pulled up in the booth. Yeah, no, that's the big thing.
It's like, oh, man, where'd I get moved to now?
Oh, man. Well, Diff Williams out there in chat. Calvin Libb out there. Pierce M. Stephen Dean joining us out there in chat. Glad to see all of you out there here this evening. Pretty good turnout here tonight. 44 concurrently watching. We hit 21 likes here this evening. William Hartman is going to be getting them going here as they get that one to go. He has chosen the outside line.
There a second ago.
What was that?
I said your dogs were in the real chat there a second ago.
Oh, yeah, they're wanting to put their 2 cents in. Oh, William Hartman. This is odd, Gary.
What you mean?
William has chosen the outside line,
Oh,
not
yeah,
the
he has.
inside.
I don't know what he's thinking, but I hope it works. We haven't seen it yet, so we'll see what happens.
9.7 second pit stop. Maybe a 2-tire change?
Yeah, it definitely took 2 tires there.
Or 4 tires and no fuel?
No, you're still going to get 4 tires here in about 12 seconds here. But, yeah, I don't know what he's thinking there.
All right. No pace car's off. Oh, he's already on the loud pedal on the outside. Green flag is back out again here tonight. Good jump there by William Hartman. Side by side down into turn number 1 here between David Wise starting the 23 of Garrett Heath.
I guess he was just wanting to make sure he got a good arc into turn 1 there by taking, 2 tires. Looks like it's so far panning out for him. We haven't really had a long enough green flag run to really see how 2 tires is going to pan out. So it's going to be very interesting here. He's got his teammate here on the back bumper.
Nope. It looks like Travis McDaniel. Travis to the inside. Going for the lead. He is going to take it.
Here comes David Weishart. He's going to take second along here with him. Here come the VR8 cars of Alan Elwood and Cameron Hearn as well.
Williams going to pop it down there right in front of the number 5. Travis going to lead his first lap here tonight. As we're going to see a caution. Bobby Titch in the 66. Oh, the 43 making contact there. All right, go back here and take a look. Well, we hate to say it. cautions can breed cautions, and we're just not getting the runs right now that we want here at Dover late into the race. Ooh, somebody got loose right up there ahead of Bobby Tinch. That's going to be the 17 of Tommy Haynes. But right here, the battle between the 51 and the 66. And I believe this is where this caution is going to come out. Oh, the 66 smacked the wall down into the 51. The 51 going to go hard into the inside wall, back up into the track, as well as the 66 going to go back down into the wall as well. So the 51 going to get some heavy, significant damage there. That's going to be the Delonte Ballard. We see the 43, or that's Zach Ogburn there, not Logan Keiss. He's, I guess, nowhere to go. As we see the 66 there, he looks like he tries to dodge it. He's going to make contact. But we'll get the official word here from the admins. We're going to step away here, play a commercial break. Got to pay the bills here tonight, folks, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Folks, paying some bills here tonight. The Rick Motek Cup Series for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Everybody, of course, it looks like coming down pit road here. Yeah, for the most part. No, doesn't look like we have any takers. So that's going to put Travis McDaniel still up front of the GTR 25 machine. David Weishart in second, William Hartman third, Alan Elwood fourth, and Cameron Hearn going to round out the top five here. We do have official word, though. Gary?
Oh, yeah, it was 66 was at fault after contact with the 51, and the 66 will get an EOL. 66 bounced off the wall and came down onto the 41 or 51 there.
All right. Well, my pick up front, I don't want to jinx him. So, but he's having a good run. Started 15th, currently running in first. David Weishart started 28th, though, and he is running in second.
He's my trend breaker right now.
Man, what a run for David. William Hartman started 9th and 3rd. Alan Elwood started on pole. He is back up into 4th. And Cameron Hearn going to round out the top 5 here. Started 3rd into 5th. Garrett Heath started 4th and 6th. Cale Gale started 2nd, back to 7th. Miss Grid, GT started 8th in 8th. John Sterling started 7th in 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is going to be Mike Rominger starting 16th, currently running in that 10th spot.
Yeah, Mike is having a really good run here tonight. Running solidly in the top 10, started 16th, and he's just been steady, staying pretty steady there, anywhere from 10th to about 12th here tonight. So, good run for him.
Is Travis McDaniel by any chance on a team?
Yes, he's on East Coast Motorsports.
ECM. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Because
Don't let that David Pearson throwback fool you there.
Well, I don't know the name. I don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is either. I've never heard of him before until tonight. So.
Well, we're about to find out who he really is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are. He's currently the leader, and he's done a really good job here tonight. Really pacing himself and not getting himself into any trouble. So.
All right, get him going, Gary.
Well, we're just waiting on this pace car to get off the track here, and hopefully he can stay off the rest of the night. We get a nice 45 lap run here to the end of this thing. Pace car is off. Travis does control the restart here. 33's trying to time it there. David Weishart waiting on him here. Green flag back in the air, and it looks like the 33 might have jumped or start here. I don't know. But David Weishart's going to take the lead going into turn number 1. And Travis is going to fall back to second. Tom Massey is going to have to serve a pass-through from what I'm hearing. So
David
he is going to be pinning this lap. Caution is out. Caution's out.
And it's going to be, I think, David Elliott in the 42. Oh, come on, David.
Come on, guys. Can we get some laps in?
Oh. Well, the restarts are the worst, though, Gary. You know that. You've been part of some of the most craziest restarts. So,
yeah.
Let's kind of see what happened here to David Elliott in the 42.
Oh, looks like there was contact here with the 4X car. I think Justin Gann.
That would be the number 30, right?
Yeah, 30 of Justin Gann. It looked like, the 42 came down, or the 30 pushed up. I think that's just a racing deal, Josh. I don't know.
Let's go to right front here to David Elliott, I believe that is. Or, no, let's get on the 30 because we can get a better view of that. A right front here. Kind of turn the camera around and kind of take a look. Ooh, man, that was close. Man, I don't know. Maybe
I want to call that a racing deal.
Maybe some hammy action, because from my view here, I'm looking at it, they didn't make contact, but then again, I'm not an admin, and boy, that was close between that 30 and that 42 machine. That's going to send the 42 machine around here. All right. Well, we'll get the official word from the admins. You got that yet?
Not as of yet. Still waiting here. I haven't heard anything. Come on, somebody type it. So the penalty for Tom Massey is going to be a drive-through because he drove on the left side in pits and drove through 10 stalls.
Oh, you only allowed 5.
Yeah, so he did double time there.
Now you're only allowed 5. That's either 2, 1, 2, or 1, then your pit stall, and then I think 3. Any combination, but it has to equal 5.
Yeah, it has to equal 5, and he went through too many there. Still waiting to hear what Nick Hunt has to say, or one of the admins to type in the document here.
All right, lap 141.
Here we go.
There's somebody typing there. I don't know who that is.
I think it's Calvin.
Anonymous Rabbit. That's what we'll call him. 141. Netcode. Hammy action. Hammy action here tonight.
Either netcode or a racing incident there. No penalties on either driver here.
We had a Danny Hamlin here this evening.
There you go.
All right. Well, good call by them. Good call. I mean, they just determined.
They just met
yeah.
together there, you know, and it's like you can't really fault either driver in that situation, I don't think.
Well, you can either do it as net code, hammy action as we call it, or you can do it as a racing incident. You know, just vying for that space. You know, therefore racing. It is so hard for the admins, Gary, to determine. That.
Yeah, and these admins, man, they really do have the hardest job because this is the Cup Series. This is the best of the best as far as the drivers, and these drivers expect highly of the admins. So I think it kind of goes both ways, and I think they made an excellent call there with just calling that net code or racing incident, whatever they want to call it.
Exactly. I'm looking at chat here, not laughing about what you're saying, just looking at chat here. Jake Russo out there saying a hammy Hamlin. Well, that's pretty much what we call it here. Yep. All right. Well, probably not getting an interview in here this time. We'll see what happens here coming to the stripe, but I think they're going to get that one to go here.
40 to go.
did you just say
excited?
Did you just
40 to go, or is it 40? Just me?
I was going to say, did you just say 40 to go?
Yeah, we're finally getting there. About when we cross the line, it'll be 40 to go. Boom, 40 to go. There.
40 to go here tonight. There you go. Are you happy I said it?
I'm just glad we're getting toward the end of this race. I think it's going to get pretty interesting here in a minute.
Well, I think it's going to get a little bit extreme.
There it is. I lobbed it to you, and you did a slam dunk. There you go.
Alrighty, folks. David Weishart getting him going here tonight. Travis McDaniel going to restart on the outside of him in that second spot. William Hartman, Cameron Hearn, Alan Elwood going to round out the top five here. Coming to lap 147 of 185 here. Man, yeah, good race here by all these drivers, but a lot of laps here at Dover.
Yeah, this is a pretty long race here. I mean, in real life, it clicks off like that, but, sometimes here on iRacing, it takes them a minute. Pace car's in here, Josh.
Yes, it is. Pace car dives off to the safety of pit road. We're stuck in it. Wow, well, check up. We're wrecking. Caution's going to fly. Caution.
Come out, maybe?
Caution did not come out.
They do not throw cautions manually here.
Caution,
they have to do
David Weishart.
Come on,
and
David.
Company. Well, let's go back and take a look here on the restart because that 33 spun those tires, and I'm spitting everywhere.
He's pulling back to the pit lane here.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead.
He had no choice but to tow it back or to bring out a caution. So that was a good decision by David there. Unfortunately,
take a look here.
He's running really good.
On the restart, spun those tires, and boy, that upset the 67. The 5 going to get some damage as well. The 14, that looks like the 52, and I don't know who that is behind the 52 here. I can't see the number. However, they're going to get around, but they're stopped down here on the low side. Oh, Lord, but hey, we're going to go back up live here on MaxSpeedTV. Cameron Hearn there is going to overtake the lead, and Travis McDaniel going to fall back to second.
That was one of the worst tire spins I had ever seen on a restart, Josh. That was crazy.
That was rough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen David botch a restart that bad.
I don't either. David is such a good driver.
Yeah, he really is. And I don't know if it's just the rear tires just didn't hook up that time with the tires being a little bit worn out and with the marbles kind of being scattered everywhere. But I just didn't get the launch, obviously, that he was looking for there.
That was bad. Well, there's no cautions, and the admins don't throw them. So we talked. You mentioned that earlier, but Cameron Hearn is back up front. Travis McDaniel second. Garrett Heath. Hey, Garrett Heath. up to a third here. Gale back up to fourth after missing grid. Look where Gale's
Well,
at.
and there was a big shakeup because of that checkup on the inside lane. So the guys on the outside really benefited from that.
Yeah, because you can pass on the outside. You just can't pass on the inside.
Right, because you can pass on the outside. With the guys, with David Weishart checking up the whole inside lane there, it just really was a good opportunity for these guys on the outside lane to gain a couple spots like Garrett Heath and Gale.
Getting picked on in chat here tonight, as always. Hey, I didn't jinx David, so I haven't jinxed anybody here tonight. That's a good thing.
No, you haven't jinxed anybody.
Oh, Gale, what is going on with the 83 machine? He is falling back. He's on the apron here on the blacktop.
Yeah, I don't know if he got loose here. I'll go back and look.
All right, we're going to go back and look here tonight on MaxSpeedTV and see exactly what happened to the primetime 83 machine of Gale.
It starts at the exit of turn 4 here, Josh.
Okay.
Just got loose after the 66 bounced off the wall. Gale gets into the inside wall here, and he's just going to lose a ton of time.
All right, taking a look here. Yep, 66. Bouncing off the wall. Oh, the 83 also getting into the 66.
Caution's out, Josh.
Oh,
Caution.
we got a caution. Oh, that's going to be Gale and Company and the 7 of Ed Morris as well.
That's a teammate.
All right, well, back on a replay here on MaxSpeedTV. We're going to stay on Gale. Maybe we should go with Ed Morris here. I believe that might have been where it started with Ed Morris. So let's go with Ed Morris.
Oh, yeah, big time here. Looks like there's contact between the 7 and the 3. In the middle of 3 and 4 here.
Okay. Well, the 7 is right up ahead of the 3.
The 3 just gets right into the back of him and gets him loose and spins him. And just again, nowhere to go. Gale, nowhere to go. Just T-bones his teammate there.
Yep. Got that left rear, contact with the left rear. You're also taking that air off of the driver as well. That's going to spin that number 7 machine. Of course, we're going to take a look.
Josh, I can't emphasize enough, Josh. That left side, that left rear quarter, is just so sensitive. It doesn't matter which track we go to. If you hit the left rear of a driver, they're going around.
Now, Gale had nowhere to go here. My wife beside me take a look at it as well. So, Gale just had nowhere to go. He tried and there was nowhere for him to maneuver.
Yeah, absolutely nowhere for him to go at all. But got some pretty solid takers here. A lot of people coming down pit road here.
All right, well, let's take a look here what the
Mike
admins
Franklin
were saying.
And the 24 Garrett Grant are staying out. But Garrett Grant's a couple laps down here, so
I've got
I think these guys
Franklin,
are trying to get Mike is the leader.
Yeah, I've got Mike Franklin and Ed Morris.
All right, they're going to call it net code here between the 30 and the 42. Hold on.
Still waiting on confirmation from the admin. So.
Yeah, that was from the last caution. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Give me just a second here. They are calling it net code, no penalties.
All right. Yep, calling it net code. Well, hammy action as we call it. So, well, that's going to put Cameron Hearn up front. Garrett Heath in second. Travis McDaniel in third. Alan Elwood O'Wowwood back there in fourth. And Tyler Hallman in fifth.
Yeah, it looks like Cameron had a really good pit stop there, so good for him. And Garrett Heath going to be coming out second, it looks like here. Travis McDaniel in the third spot. So going to be a good restart here. Coming with 25-ish to go.
Oh, they're calling it a NC black flag. What? I've not heard of that.
Oh, they're just marking what it's called.
Oh,
what it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No one's getting any penalties or anything. I don't think. I haven't heard anything.
All right. Well, I was just seeing it there in the Google Docs here.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing it here too. So I don't think
Yeah,
anybody's getting any extra black flags or anything.
Just kind of confused. Well, we're going to be coming up on lap 161 here, at about 5 more laps left to go before we hit that. Yes, you guessed it, 20 to go here. So we'll yell that out when we hit that 20 to go for sure. But man, right now it's been, cautions, can brake cautions, 10 cautions here tonight. 44 laps, 26 laps to go. 15 lead changes here tonight.
And that has broken the record here from the last couple of races. Last season we had 7, and this season here we're at 10. So
this is not the race that these Cup Series drivers, Gary, usually put on. 1 to 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, or whatever track. 10?
Yeah, this is definitely a quote-unquote bad night for the Cup drivers here.
Yeah,
but,
it is.
A lot of it's just really been hard racing. You know what, these guys just so
self
close.
spins.
Some of them, spins.
Well, we got it here. I mean, we can look. Self spin, contact, self spin, contact.
And these cars have been a handful to drive tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get up on the exit of 2, it seems like that turn 2 just seems to have been calamity corner tonight for the most part as far as the self spins go, especially when the tires are very new. So these guys really having a hard time getting around this racetrack here this evening.
Oh, the 77 machine. It's going to be Jacob Bell, currently running back here in 21st after starting 14th. He's not having the race he wanted, but get him going.
All right, pace cars off. Here they come for the green flag. Cameron Hearn going to get a heck of a jump here. He's going to be able to get in a really good spot here. Garrett Heath able to come down to the bottom for second spot. And then there's single file here for the top 4 coming off of turn 2.
Oh,
25 got loose.
They're not going to go single file for long because...
looks like Travis got loose there coming off of turn number 2. Now
Travis
pounced on the opportunity here.
A little bit of pinching action there between him and the 5 of Alwood. Side by side behind them, Davey Hendricks and company. GT coming up through.
Tyler Hallman's just sitting there waiting for an opportunity. GT Hawkins right there really has made a comeback here back up into the 7th position. Here comes Rob Haynes. He's coming his way back up through the field here.
Davey. He's trying to make his way with the damage.
He's trying to make his way, exactly with that damage. He's in the 8th spot looking really good here.
Mike Rominger started 16th and 9th. He's cracked the top 10. Tommy
and he's trying to make a move there on Davey there.
Started 19th. He's currently running in 10th. He's got a teammate behind him.
Yep. Looks like they're going to make a battle here for 10th.
Good job, John, saving it there. But, man, we got...
Well, let's look at this battle here for the 10th spot. Teammates here between the 17 and the 27. 27 looks like he got loose. He's going to make it stick.
Oh,
here comes
17 up way.
Tommy's way out of the groove here. Caution, we have a caution. They're flipping everywhere. They're wrecking everywhere. 29 is involved. Rob Haynes. They're still wrecking, Josh. I saw GT upside down on fire.
Oh, the 52 going to be involved in this, but we're going to go back and take a look.
It started with contact with the 52 and the 14 here, Josh.
Oh, GT Hawkins and the 52 of Tyler Hallman. And all these two
29's
drivers
going to take a nasty flip and roll here.
very well. All right, well, we're going to see Tyler there. Oh, maybe some blocking action, maybe some trying to get into the groove. Oh, yeah, right there, contact there between the 14 and the 52. And 52 is going to try to save it. And then some more contact, and then right up into the 29. 29 going to go hard into the wall. He's going to glitch. The 14 going to go tumbling down the front stretch. The 7 going to be involved. The 67 going to be involved.
Get a cockpit view of the 29, Rob Haynes. He also took a nasty tumble. He got stuck up into the fence, I think.
Yeah, the 12, the 24. It looks like the 19 going to get a piece of it. Well, let's take a rewind here. We're going to go cockpit with a couple of drivers here, so we're probably definitely not going to be able to get an interview here. We'll go with Rob Haynes first and foremost. Yeah, because he took a hard lick there. Yeah, he got caught into the fence, and then it kind of dropped back down. So let's cockpit here with Rob. And then we'll go cockpit with GT. Oh, man, hard lick there. Man, that was a hard lick. Oh, that was rough for Rob Haynes. So let's get on
somebody blew up. I think it was Davey Hendricks that blew an engine here, so he's done for the night.
Well, let's get on GT Hawkins here if I can find him.
Oh, 67. William Hartman needs an EOL. His motor blew up.
All right. Well, let's get on GT as he takes a ride, too. A little disclaimer, folks. If you get motion sickness, don't watch it because GT is going to go topsy-turvy here down the front stretch. And, just trying to do what he can. He's going to take a hard lick, and he's just going to tumble. He is, I think, going to land back on all fours. But, man, what a ride there for the number 14 of GT Hawkins. And, of course, Rob Haynes. Several drivers going to get involved in this late caution with 18 to go. 18 to go here tonight.
Yeah, and we're just going to see guys get more and more aggressive here, Josh, as we're getting right down to the end of this race here.
All right, going to take a look here at what's coming down to the pipeline. It looks like at fault is going to be the number 14.
Well,
contact with a 52, 14.
I'm just calling it as I see it. He did hit him. He did hit him there, so that is a good call there by the admins.
Oh, 17 now to go here this evening. It's already got extreme. How much more extreme can it get here tonight for the Rick Motec Cup Series? As we hit that caution count, 11 cautions, 49 laps, 17 laps to go, 15 lead changes here this evening. I think all that's been busted.
How many lead changes did you say we had?
Let me take a look here. 15.
Yeah, that beats it. And of course, cautions that that's set sail a long time ago.
All right, man, this is not what these drivers wanted here this evening at Dover.
Yeah, no, this has been a rough race here for these guys. I'm hearing that Cameron Hearn is going to take the top on the restart, Josh.
Oh!
He's going to be the second driver to take the top here tonight. I think the 25 of Travis McDaniel took the top earlier.
Yeah,
Maybe it was William Hartman, and it worked out for him pretty well.
I think it was William that took that top line. So
it worked out decently for William. He was able to lead at least a lap there, but he was on 2 tires when he did. I think Cameron here's got 4, so.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in here tonight. 44 concurrently watching.
Look at how dirty these cars are, Josh.
Yeah,
Look at Travis McDaniel. He's got the white paint there on the side. You can tell where all the rubber's been here.
Oh yeah.
It's just collecting on these cars.
really appreciate everybody out there tuning in for sure. Appreciate it here on MaxSpeedTV. Looks like we got TK out there in chat. Jake Russo still. Brennan Kennedy. Pierce M. A Wolf Pack Fan 1 out there in chat. Glad to have everybody out there tuning in. Well, coming to 15 to go. I was about to say 16 to go, but we're on 16 to go right now. I'm going to let Gary go ahead and get him going here again this time. Cameron Hearn on the outside.
All right. Cameron Hearn going to be taking that outside lane. He's going to be the leader. Then it's Garrett Heath in second. Third place is going to be the 25, Travis McDaniel. Then it's going to be Alan Elwood. I think I know why Cameron took the outside now. It makes sense. He's got Alan right behind him. Green flag back in the air. What a jump that Alan Elwood's going to get here with his teammate.
Oh, not what we're... No!
Don't clear the black flag if he passed him here. Don't clear it.
Garrett, though, is going to hold that.
Yeah, well, here comes Alan to the bottom.
Here comes Alan.
Don't speak too soon yet. Garrett's not going to give that position up without a fight, though. He's going to be able to keep that second spot.
Man, Garrett Heath holding that second spot. Well, look, we got VRA. We've got Garrett
Kicking
Heath.
asphalt there in second.
Yeah. We've got VRA. Then we've got Travis McDaniel. That's ECM.
VRA car.
Then we got VRA. And then we've got Mike Rominger.
He's an independent. And then we got Michael Mueller there for, well, you know.
Yep. Evan Wells Racing. Then we got John Starling. So we got all sorts of different drivers up front.
And John, I believe, does drive for East Coast Motorsports as well, so.
All right, well, I think they can make it from here.
Oh, no, they can definitely make it on fuel.
I don't know if they can make it on tires, but I think they can make it.
Well, these guys are running pretty hard, I would imagine, here. So if they get another caution, we might see some pit stops. Cameron Hearn just ran faster, ran just about a qualifying lap there that last time by. So ran a 46 a lap ago, and this past lap he ran a 59. So talking 22:59, by the way.
All right, Cameron Hearn, Garrett Heath, Alan Elwood, Travis McDaniel, David Hendricks going to be your top five. Mike Rominger, Michael Mueller, John Sterling, David Elliott, and Timothy Zayas. Nice to see Timothy back up here, running up in the top 10 now after having a hiccups there.
And just to point out, Cameron Hearn ran his fastest lap of the race with a 22.382 on lap 172, so he is flying.
I've got a 22.383, but, you know, that's what I've got. Close enough.
It's a count.
It's close enough.
Nonetheless, it was faster than his qualifying lap, actually. Faster than the pole time tonight.
Oh, breakaway for Cameron. And Cameron, man, he's been dominant. Not only in the Xfinity Series, but in the Cup Series as well.
And he's got the most wins in both series. So, I mean, he's really been putting on a clinic here so far this season. He's got already 5 wins in the Xfinity Series and already 3 Cup wins here this season. So he's definitely going to be hunting for his 4th here tonight.
Yes, he is.
To combine for 9 wins, Josh. That's insane.
Gee. Now Cameron Hearn out about 1 second ahead of Garrett Heath. I don't know if Garrett...
Got a battle here for 3rd, or kind of brewing here. The 25 is all over the back bumper here of Alan Elwood.
Yep, Travis
He's been getting a
McDaniel.
run here the last couple laps. Well, then he got close to the wall there and backed out. But Davy's coming up here. He's in 5th, even with all that damage, Josh.
Davey Hendricks. Yeah, that right front. He's holding.
Yeah, it's holding up there for him, and Travis is just
man,
all
I want to watch Travis, though, man. I got to get on Travis McDaniel here. He's all over that number 5 of Alan Elwood here for that 3rd spot.
Not quite making contact, but he's right there.
Oh, we're
Caution's
going to have
out.
a caution. Brendan
And I hear
Freeze.
Tommy saying something about it.
Oh.
Hitting the brakes, hitting the brakes, hitting the brakes. There's big crash here into turn number 3.
Brandon Freeze going to be
And I'm
involved
seeing,
in this.
I'm
Not
also seeing
sure.
the 12 of Michael
Not-
Thwaites as well.
Okay, not sure if it started with Brandon or not, but the 77, no contact there with the 2. Now they're going to go side by side yet again here. Man, they're fighting hard back here, the 77 and the 2. And then coming out of the corner, contact there between the 77 and the 2. Going to spin the 2 around. He's going to go hard into the inside wall. And
Looks
of
like we
course,
have 2 incidences,
spin it.
Josh, on the back. On this
2?
caution, the 77 and the 2, and then I saw the Tom Massey here, Michael Thwaites also have an incident at the entrance of turn 3.
Okay,
and then our leaders barely got around these 2, Michael Thwaites, Bobby Tinch, Tom Massey. It looks like Tom Massey almost came to a stop, and Michael Thwaites didn't know where to go.
Okay, we took a look at that one wreck, so we'll take a look at the other wreck here. Tom Massey, and I think the 56 is going to be involved in this as well. Right there, the 56 looks like made contact with the wall or got close. Made contact with that 05 of Tom Massey.
Time. I think these guys will stay out.
Down into the wall. And back up on the track, he stops. That's where the number 12 of Thwaites is going to get a piece of it. So we have 2 wrecks simultaneously. I don't know where the caution is going to actually fly here tonight.
They're going to call it on the... Oh, wait. Hold on. They're still typing it up here. No word yet from the admins. Pit road is open. No one's coming down, of course, with it being 2 to go. I think we're going to get our green-white-checkered here. Still waiting on word from the admins. Nothing yet.
All right. Yep. Still waiting.
And we will hit the green-white-checkered this time.
The one and only GWC here tonight.
All right, no penalties here between the 77 and the 2, a racing incident.
All right.
Tom and Massey was just keying up, making sure that he wasn't involved in the wreck. I don't think they realized that there were 2 simultaneous wrecks there that last yellow.
All right. Well. We don't interview anybody. Under a green-white-checkered attempt, and they only get 1 attempt at it, so... Well, this is going to be interesting.
Yep, going to be a dash to the finish here.
13, from what I'm seeing, didn't pit.
Yeah, I think some of these guys here at the back end of the lead lap came in and pitted, but I don't think it's going to do them much good. For the most part, all the players stayed out here. All the major players, anyway. It's going to be an interesting restart between Cameron Hearn and Garrett Heath, I think.
All right.
And Travis McDaniel, he had a fast car. He was really fast that last run, so it'll be interesting to see if he can come back. And if he can get around Allen, I think he's got a really good shot to win, but I think he's going to have to get around him here going into 1.
Well, you got to do something. You only get 3 laps.
Yep, you only get a couple laps here at a green-white-checkered. They wave the green, the white, and then the checkered.
Well, the leader, Cameron Hearn.
I think he's going to pick the inside.
He will have to cross the line to take the white flag.
Yes,
as
if
the
he
leader.
takes the white, whoever is the leader and takes the white flag, it's over after that.
Exactly. If a caution comes out and you have a battle for second, or for first,
and the caution comes out before the white, race is over, pace car comes out, boom, it's done, it's over with.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, and you're correct. Cameron is going to take that inside. He's got the teammates there with him. Alan Elwood
All the teammates
and
right there.
the 11 of Davey Hendricks.
Gonna be an interesting restart here. It's gonna be exciting.
Well, why don't we go ahead and turn it over to you, Gary, to go ahead and get him going here for the final time, regardless of what happens.
All right, well, there we go. X in turn 2. Gonna be interesting with the only green-white-checkered here. Of course, Cameron Hearn, our leader. Then it's Garrett Heath, Alan Elwood, Travis McDaniel making his Cup debut in 4th. Davey Hendricks rounding out the top 5. 6th place is going to be Mike Rominger, and rounding out the top 7, honorable mention, Michael Mueller there. Started 18th, up 11 spots. Getting ready, pace car is off. Cameron Hearn on the lap pedal, green flag back in the air.
Those VRA guys.
They have that huge advantage with their teammate being the leader. Garrett Heath's going to be able to cut down in front of Davey Hendricks to maintain 3rd spot at least. I think it's just going to be a race here for Cameron Hearn. This is his day right here.
Yes, it is. Cameron Hearn coming out of turn number 4 this time by. There is no caution yet. We got 1 to go here tonight, folks. 1 lap remaining.
Oh, and here comes Garrett. He's going to make it
Garrett to the inside of the 5.
He's going to clear him.
For that 2nd spot, he's got to run down. Cameron, I don't think that's going to be enough. No, that's not going to be enough time. Cameron Hearn coming out of 4. Wins it.
Gonna win it.
Cameron Hearn wins it here tonight. Garrett Heath in 2nd. Making a pass there on Alan Elwood. And Alan back to 3rd. What a race here tonight. Man, Gary, it was a race for sure.
Yeah, definitely an exciting finish here despite all the cautions.
All right, as Cameron Hearn burns it up once more here tonight for the Rickbo Tech Cup Series. We're going to step away here, play some commercial breaks, get ready for the top 3 up here in the MaxSpeedTV post-race show coming up right after this. we've caught up with the top 3 here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. We're going to start here with our third place finisher here tonight, Alan Elwood. My old buddy Elwood out there here, man, getting passed up there by Garrett Heath, man, at the end of the race. But hey, a solid run here tonight for you, buddy, man. Talk about Dover. The Monster Mile just wasn't able to tame it.
Oh man, it was a monster tonight. Claimed a lot of victims. I'll say that much. But it was just one of them races that you had to have luck fall your way, and I think that it just didn't go my way. I mean, that's pretty much plain and simple how it went.
All right, Alan. Well, we go from Dover, the Monster Mile. We'll go back to a mile and a half. Everybody should know the next race. It's Charlotte Motor Speedway. So, what's your mindset going into Charlotte, knowing that everybody, if they don't know Charlotte, they just need to get rid of iRacing and stop watching NASCAR in general?
You're right. The only thing that might throw people for a loop is depending on, the track has changed with the repave. So, or maybe not repave, but, the rescan. And so if, some people haven't run as many laps as they have on the old configuration with this one, that might throw them for a little bit of a curve. But overall, I expect it to be really close in both series. So just about survival like it is every week around here, and hope that you can qualify up front and be there at the end.
All right, Alan, well, man, congratulations on a third place here tonight. I know you were hoping for second or maybe even a win here for sure. But, hey, awesome, bro, man. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate and get ready for Charlotte next week?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout-out here to Abruzzi for being on the car every week and letting us be out here and do this for them. It's a great company to have sponsored on your car, and they make great products. Abruzzi Raceway USA, give them a look. Everybody at VRA, Cameron getting another win. I've lost tally of how many that is, and
9
but
total.
9. There you go. Cameron's he's having everything go his way right now, and I'm not complaining. Hey, good team points. So. Davey had a great run. Delonte didn't have so much of a good run, but he stuck with it and got some points of what he could. So everybody, just a great run tonight for our team. Rick Motek for sponsoring the Cup Series and giving us this series to race every week. You guys up here in the booth, every week that you guys put in your time to give us a good broadcast. So we appreciate that. All the viewers out there and everybody watching. We'll see if we can take this show on the road and get a good result here at Charlotte.
All right, everybody, go celebrate third here tonight, man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
All right, well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here tonight, Garrett Heath. And I believe, Gary, you've caught up with him down there on pit road.
Yeah, down here at the edge of pit road as the admins were inspecting his decals. Garrett, good run here tonight. It's kind of been an up and down race for you, it seemed like at times. Started fourth, going to finish second here tonight. Talk about your race overall, man. You were looking pretty decent out there tonight.
It was a really fun race. It was a shame that we got a lot of cautions at the end, but the track was involving really fast, very different from start to end. So just adapting to the track just was a challenge of its own, but at the end I figured it out and brought home second.
Well, talk about those evolving track conditions here. We were hearing that it was going to be a matter of managing the tires, especially on the right side, especially that right rear. Was the car getting tighter as the race went on, or was it getting looser or staying the same? What was going on with the track?
First half it was getting looser the longer you guys we went. Down there at the end, I was able to stick it out of the turns a lot better. So it tightened up a little bit, got some good grip. Let us really push the cars to the limit tonight.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Well, next week we go back to a mile and a half. We go to Charlotte Motor Speedway. A lot of very popular track for a lot of the iRacers here. But what's your expectations? Do you like Charlotte at all? How do you feel about going into next week's race?
I really love Charlotte, but she doesn't really like me that much. Something happens to me. So hopefully that doesn't happen and I can get another good finish because I need it.
Yeah, absolutely. You were looked like you are going to gain a little bit of ground here in the points as you were Well, you're in the top 12 somewhere before we start here tonight. But what's any final thoughts, shout outs, thank yous that you want to give tonight as we let you go celebrate your second place here?
First off, thank you to you, Gary, Josh. You guys are great broadcasters. I want to thank Rainbow Tech, Brick Bells, Custom Rigs, Northern Capital, and Doug's Designs. You guys, awesome sponsors, and this league wouldn't be as good without them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll see you next week here for Charlotte, and good luck the rest of the season here. Congrats on your second place.
Thank you, Gary.
All right, well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight. It's going to be Cameron Hearn here this evening. And that number 15 machine, Cameron, I don't know how you are doing it here this season, man, for the Xfinity and the Cup. But 4th win here for the Rickmo Tech Cup Series, and you somehow managed it here at the Monster Mile of Dover, man. Talk about the ups and downs here this evening and what it took to just bring it home into victory lane, bud.
Yeah, Allen, I think, was a man to beat in this race. He got some damage near the end, but I got the lead. So lap car got in the wall. Allen checked up, and I passed them both. Got the lead, and then I had the a Windows update pop up on my screen, and had to pit and get all that stuff, so I didn't log out. So I had some issues, but working your way up through the field, a lot of give and take early in this race, so it kind of helped me get back, and then after a cycle of pit stops, Allen pitted. I pitted with him, and I kind of just followed Allen back through the pits. And then at the end, I just kind of ran as hard as I could, 20-lap run, 15-lap run, whatever it was. Pretty much every lap I was treating it as a qualifying lap. Garrett Heath was super fast in the short run, but I knew if I could hold him off for about 5-10 laps, once the tire wear starts going into effect, I could kind of pull away a little bit. But overall, great night for our team, VRA. We had 3 guys in top 4. Delonte was fast all night, top 10 car all night, and got in some bad luck, bad situation on the track, got some damage and stuff, but he had a good showing as well.
Oh yeah, it was an up and down race for everybody. At one time, there was 4. There was all 4 of you VRA guys there together, and you guys were making a run. Just things happen, but we go from Dover, the Monster Mile here, the mile track, to Charlotte. The mile and a half, everybody should know because, it comes with iRacing. So, talk about Charlotte next week, and what's your thoughts on that?
I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to have the high downforce package, so I think you're going to see a lot of pack racing, draft coming into effect, the aero push. So I think being up front, out of all that mess, will definitely be good. That's what we're looking forward to do. I think it should be exciting. It's honestly one of the tracks I think almost anybody out here could win. So you might see some new contenders out there at the front, which makes it interesting. So just looking forward for great momentum for the team, and looking forward next week. I think we're gonna have a good showing as well.
All righty, buddy. Well, any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your 4th victory here for the Rickmo Tech Cup Series?
Yeah, I want to congrats Alan and Davey bringing home the top 5. All the guys at VRA. Abruzzi, your way. Check those guys out. Rickmo Tech sponsoring the league. MaxSpeedTV, Extreme Motorsports 99. My dad, my uncle, co-workers watching this. Most importantly, tonight's me and my wife's 4-year anniversary. I told her I was racing tonight, and she said, "Well, if you race, you better win." So, so luckily, I don't have to sleep on the couch tonight, and all is well. So.
I think you should sleep on the couch anyway. All right, Cameron, man, awesome job, buddy, man. Congratulations on another win, man. That was amazing. You had to do what you had to do to bring it home. That's what it takes, man. So we'll see you next week, I guess, in Charlotte, man. We're round 8. We're winding down the regular season, man. Go celebrate.
I can't do a big woohoo since my son's sleeping next room, but woohoo.
Woohoo. Okay. All right, man.
See you later. Thank you.
See you. All right, Gary. Well, man, yeah. You don't want to wake up the child. That's the big thing.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. And then you'll really be sleeping on the couch.
Exactly. Well, that's going to bring us to our unofficial results. Of course, pending any admin stuff they have to do here tonight, but it's going to be Cameron Hearn grabbing another victory here for the Rickmo Tech Cup Series. Man, what a run for Cameron. Garrett Heath, though, he's going to squeeze into that second place. Going to make the pass there on our 3rd place here, Alan Elwood. Davey Hendricks going to finish in that 4th spot. Travis McDaniel, my pick. What a run for Travis, though. Hey, a top 5 for him. Mike Rominger in 6th. Michael Mueller 7th. David Elliott 8th. Justin Gann in 9th. And Timothy Zayas. Hey, top 10. Awesome, Timothy. In 10th.
Yeah, up and down night for him, coming home with the top 10. Way to go there. Tommy Haynes going to be 11th here. Jacob Bell going to be 12th. 13th is going to be GT Hawkins. Up and down night for him. Bad luck late in the race. Going to be coming away with the top 15. 14th place is going to be Mike Franklin. 15th is going to be Gary May. 16th, Bobby Tinch. 17th is going to be Cale Gale. 18th going to be John Sterling. 19th is Tom Massey. And rounding out the top 20 is going to be Garrett Grant.
All right, David Weishart, 21st. Brandon Freeze, 22nd. Delonte Ballard, 23rd. Michael Thwaites, 24th. Danny Ware, 25th. Ed Morris, 26th. Rob Haynes, 27th. William Hartman, 28th. Tyler Hama, 29th. Christian DeBoer, 30th. Finish this out, Gary.
Well, 31st is going to be Curtis Vollmer. 32nd going to be Zach Ogburn. 33rd is Hunter McDaniel. Rounding out the field tonight is going to be Jacob Lee. But then, of course, a big shout out and thank you to our admins, Calvin Herring, Nick Hunt, and Brett Cool. Sorry, I was thinking, come on, let the name come to me here. Yeah, Brett Cool there, rounding out our admins. Overall tonight, Josh, good race, very up and down, a lot of cautions, I think more than they expected, but ultimately a good finish. I think that's what the fans came and stayed and waited patiently for.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, that's going to do it here for round number 7 here for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Get ready. We start round 8 next week, Monday night, for the Doug Design ARCA series here on MaxSpeedTV. Stay tuned, Gary. Again, thank you so much for joining us here again tonight, man. Much appreciated.
Yeah, not a problem. It's always fun being up here in the booth with you. Next week is Charlotte. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that's going to do it here on MaxSpeedTV. Until tomorrow night, folks, for the iRacing Virtual Cup Series. Until then, stay safe and have a good night.